Guys, put the hands down. We don't need instructions yet, ladies. Welcome to a new GG33 podcast. And fellas, it's just me today against all these broads. So I'm not sure how this is going to work out, but let's start. Hun, what is your name? What is it you do? And are you OnlyFans?
My name is Christina Santa. I do a lot of different things. I've done construction, roofing.
What?
Yeah. That's what I was doing before.
Really? I've never known this.
I've also been a stripper.
I've known you for 8 years and I've never known this.
So wait a second. You were actually being a very productive member of society before you started doing OnlyFans.
You know what? I still give back to the community.
Correct.
So it's a different. Hopefully, you know what?
A different charity.
I know it sounds hypocritical to say, because I do OnlyFans as well, to say that I'm maybe doing positive things. I feel like that is hypocritical because I feel like there's somewhat
not many positives of guys looking at your stuff and jacking off.
But at the same time, there's still positives that come from it and still positive things about it. But I will say I can see that there could be a dark side if somebody like certain users. I feel like
Okay, so we have an OnlyFans girl here with a conscience. Let's move over here. Who are you and what do you do?
My name is Diamond Franco. I'm 22 and I do OnlyFans.
Oh, with that type of name, I had no doubt.
You know, I actually lifeguarded and managed like a sex store before.
You managed a sex store.
That makes sense.
I loved it.
I see. So you're definitely a capitalist.
Yeah.
Okay. So we had this. Did you have any normal jobs before that?
I lifeguarded and taught little kids how to swim. So I was a swim instructor.
So all the little boys were really nice to you.
Oh my goodness, yes.
Yeah, I bet they were. Okay, let's go down the line. Who are you, and are you OnlyFans as well?
Hi guys, I'm Chantal.
Oh, that voice for sure.
What?
She has a hot voice.
I was just using my proper voice, but okay. I'm Chantal Gracias, and yes, I do OnlyFans.
Okay. And did you have any normal jobs?
I did, yes. I was a server for Smith & Walensky's.
Okay.
Fine dining.
What is your name, and are you OnlyFans?
My name is Patricia. I do OnlyFans, but I'm also transitioning out into real estate. I just got my real estate license.
Okay. And lastly, who are you, and are you OnlyFans?
My name is Justine Jacobs with a K, and yes, I do OnlyFans. I also do real estate. Before this, I did healthcare. I've done sales, and then insurance. I've done a lot of different things.
Okay, let's get right down to it. Some of you guys said you did OnlyFans, but some of you guys said OnlyFans and something else. Are you ashamed that you have to take money from beta males? Is that why you guys do other things as well?
I have no shame for what I do at all. I have no shame.
Neither do I.
'Cause I have pride in it, actually. I do provide a service to the world. Do you know how much anger and male frustration would be out there if they didn't get to jack off? Come on, if they don't get to come, this would be a much more violent place.
I see.
You're
So
welcome.
we have well, I got a wife and kids, so I'm not in that category. But when it comes down to it, you basically have men who are paying you money just like a junkie goes to a drug dealer.
Oh.
Do you have any conscience whatsoever?
The sugar companies? The sugar companies have
hold
conscience?
on. We're not talking about this. This is whataboutism.
Uh-huh.
Do you have any conscience of all the men whose lives you might be ruining?
No. I do a great job. I provide a service, and they are actually better off. They're better off.
Okay, you're laughing over here.
I'm sorry.
Let me hear. You're laughing.
Lives are ruining.
I am bettering their lives.
Right.
How are you bettering? No,
Exactly.
tell me how you're bettering their lives.
Making it more exciting, making it more fun. This is
Well,
voyeurism,
first of all,
exhibitionism.
my love, I feel like people have a choice in what they want to spend their money on. And if they want to spend their money on me, then spend your fucking money on me.
So you're a capitalist.
And I am making your life better with my presence, correct?
How are you making men's lives better? I need to understand this because I'm not getting how a man who could.
Well, you know what? There's some men.
I'm not getting how a man who could be looking for a wife and kids and then fucking buys your OnlyFans or your OnlyFans.
Why isn't he
jacks
out?
off, and then he's not actually looking for that wife and kids.
Why isn't he out? Why isn't he out looking for the wife and kids then? Why are you online?
Wait, ladies.
Sometimes he is
One at a
married,
time.
and he has a kid, and they want to live out that fantasy that their wife doesn't provide. So
Right.
they go on OnlyFans to
Or-
have that little excitement, to have that virtual feeling.
Or why you're saying that that the man can be looking for, his wife. Why isn't he fucking doing that instead of on my OnlyFans?
You're acting like they're having mutually
Like,
exclusive.
are we like forcing
he
that?
could be doing
Am I holding
both.
a gun to your head?
Well, if you put some meat by a bear, you expect him to fucking eat it.
But also,
Well, then have more discipline as a man.
Men are
I
dogs, they're gonna
I
eat.
see. So
Also,
are
don't-
you? Are you? I'll get you. I promise. When it comes down to you, you're dressed pretty provocatively. Fuck that word up. But when it comes down to it, some men would look at you and be like, "Damn, I want to buy your OnlyFans," because they're weak to the flesh. You don't feel any fucking remorse for that whatsoever.
No,
zero.
Okay.
none.
Zero. No.
We can only take
Oh.
we can only take accountability for ourselves and what we do, and we
Yeah,
can't
that's not
really
my problem.
control anyone
Exactly.
else's
That's not my problem.
like
It's like-
decision making at the end of the day.
I don't run a
We're only
charity.
accountable for ourselves.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that is what it
Let me
is.
go to her, and then I'm gonna
So-
say some things.
I would say I feel different case to case because I feel like for the most part the guys on there, they're having a good time, they can support it, but I do feel bad about the guys that maybe are struggling in their life because they're not able to afford this and whatever else they have going on. I do feel bad about certain situations.
They're still
and-
purchasing them.
And it is still there.
No,
That's
they're
their
they're
own-
porn
it is-
addicts.
No, I
They're
agree.
literal
I
porn
do
addicts.
feel
I
I
do
don't
agree.
know.
No.
So
I
accept
do
that
have a
you
little bit
are
of
and get
conscience
help.
about
Yeah.
that.
Like
No,
figure it
I
out.
agree with you because like there are some when
Yeah.
like clients where
You know what I
like,
mean?
I do feel bad because like I know like they're sending me what they can and not what they like have.
So this is what it feels like to me. It feels like all you guys are OnlyFans, but you two have a conscience, and you three over here like, Matt, fuck that.
no.
I'm getting
The
my bag.
fuck?
Is that what I'm hearing?
It's not. I mean, I care. but I
come
I
on
don't
now.
wanna, I don't want to like harm people, but at the same time, at the end of the day, when you say ruining people's lives,
Let's be realistic.
I mean, they have
Come
a
on now.
choice.
But at the same time,
They
I
have
get
a
exactly
choice.
what they're saying too,
Let's be
because everybody has
realistic.
free will to do
have a
it.
Let's
choice.
be
So,
realistic, man.
Come
on.
And I think
look
of
at it,
all
I have a slightly
vices-
different
Why are we
perspective
victimizing
that I
them?
feel
But,
a little bit bad.
Because they're
but
weak men.
Why are we
I
victimizing
also felt bad
them,
for the
though?
guy I had arrested in my
You
house
are
2
still a
days ago.
man
that
to
was-
make a choice.
I felt bad because I saw this guy come out of my house and he literally was living in it for the last few
Oh,
days
yeah, I
while I was out
remember
of town.
this.
And you know what?
You were actually
I
on
felt
the news.
bad for this guy. Today I was on the news and I actually kind of felt bad for the guy. I was like,
But that's a different scenario.
Right.
That is a completely
no, it is,
different
it is
scenario.
an absolutely different, complete scenario. But I'm just saying in general, like, there's certain things where I can just feel bad, where maybe I shouldn't feel bad, or most people wouldn't.
It's
and I just,
empathy.
my
It's
perspective,
empathy.
I don't know.
I'm not saying that I don't have
That's why you're an
empathy.
empath.
Of
I'm
all-
an empath. That's why we like to put ourselves in other people's shoes, and we have that.
Of all vices, honestly, compared to alcohol, compared to other things, I mean, I really think watching my porn and getting off from an airport squirt fest or some videos
It's-
that I
yeah.
do some voyeuristic
Not
fun
that big of a
that
deal.
are fun for me and it's fun for them to
Okay.
experience. I don't
Okay.
really think that's that
Let-
But
bad.
that's what I'm saying. Like most of the time, it's that. I'm just saying
Most
in
of the
some
time.
instances,
Yeah.
I would feel a little bit bad if it was a certain situation.
let me
try
put
not to think
let
about
me
it.
let me put a scenario out there.
But,
Okay.
So you feel me then a
I
little
do.
bit. Yeah.
I feel like-
Let me put a scenario out there.
Yes.
There are boys right now who are being raised by single mothers,
Yes.
and no woman can teach a boy how to become a man. So a lot of those boys who are being raised by single mothers grow into your fan base, your fan base, your fan base, because they never had any masculine energy in their life, and they don't know how to actually talk to women. So what we have here is a whole bunch of weak-minded beta men, and you are like foxes in the fucking hen house. They're weak, and you are taking advantage of them. Tell me I'm wrong.
At the end of the day,
You're not wrong if they're weak-minded. Taking advantage of them at the end of
I
the
just-
day. Men
I-
take advantage of women every single
Yeah,
day.
yeah,
That's
I don't
They
really
don't
feel
care.
that bad about
And
it. Yeah,
if they come
historically,
to
don't
our
care.
platform,
I don't
they
feel
know what
like-
they're there for.
I don't feel like
You're
I'm really
victimizing
taking
them.
advantage of
You're victimizing
No,
people's choices.
you're victimizing
you're
them.
framing
No, I'm
it
not.
like that.
No, I'm not.
That's
I'm providing
framing it in
a
really negative
service.
light.
You're
That doesn't-
providing a service which is cancerous to a lot of
I mean,
men.
A lot of stuff is cancerous.
So
too.
am
Agreed,
I
agreed,
killing this?
agreed.
Am I killing
Some
this
guys are
individual?
literally on there just to talk.
I would hope
There's
not.
Like
lines,
literally,
though.
I'm taking a picture and like selling it.
Right,
I don't
at the same time,
understand.
you're not
It's not
selling-
the
Okay,
same thing
so-
as
so
alcoholism.
are you-
I'm not selling
But you're
drugs.
Okay, you're right. You're right. Someone would say what you're selling is worse. But let me ask you this: are you just selling pictures, or are you actually doing porn?
I sell my own videos. Yes.
So
correct.
you do porn.
Correct. Yes.
Do you think porn is beneficial to society?
That's?
Nope.
I don't think that porn is beneficial to society. No.
So you admit that you're doing something that's cancerous to society, correct?
No, I'm not going to admit to
Porn is
that.
the
Well,
ground so long.
we live in America, and you can plead the Fifth Amendment. So,
I'm going to plead the Fifth.
No, actually, not.
I'm going to fill the fifth.
Hold on, let me go to her. You actually, do you do porn, yes or no?
Yes.
Do you agree that it's a negative for society?
Yes.
Okay, so...
In general, yes.
Okay, so are you actually putting some of the cancer in society by doing what you're doing?
It's already here, so, I'm leaning in. Because I'm good at it.
So everyone does it, fuck it, I'm doing it too.
I'm really good at it, so.
No, I don't think it's necessarily that.
I think everything in
everyone's-
moderation's fine. Like
Right.
we all have weed pens here. Technically, if we smoke weed pens all the fucking day, it's not good for us. But a little bit of porn does release the happy hormones in our brains. And
Dopamine.
I watch porn.
we
to
do
get
need
off.
a healthy amount of
Endorphins.
dopamine in our just like going to the movies or skydiving. There's a little bit of dopamine with that, but if you go overboard, that becomes an addiction. And yes, that is not good for society.
So you agree, do you do porn, yes or no?
I used to, yeah.
Okay,
I stopped.
when you stop because you recognize you're doing something that you shouldn't be doing, or for another reason?
I stopped for personal reasons. I just didn't align with like what it is anymore. It's not authentic to me.
Yo, girl.
I started doing it with my husband. Like I had someone I was
Okay.
together with, and I felt comfortable doing it because it's something we're doing together.
Yep.
I got divorced. It didn't work out, and I just don't align with.
Do you think one of the reasons you got divorced is because you were doing porn? Be honest.
No, we got divorced because he's a drug addict.
That would be a problem too.
Yeah.
Let me ask you something. If I would call all three of you whores for doing porn, would you actually agree with that, or would that actually offend you?
I don't get offended because I don't get offended by something that I don't believe about myself.
So you don't believe you're a whore even though
I
you're
do
doing
not.
porn?
No, I do not.
How many
believe I'm a
people
whore.
have ran in you?
Are you asking me a body count? Is that what you're
Exactly.
asking? I have a body count of 9 men.
Damn it.
Well, if this was 1980, that would be considered whore. In today's day and age, that's probably considered normal.
Yeah,
And-
I'm 27 years old.
Well, there's women who have 30 at 27, so you're doing way better than them.
I've been only in relationships, really. And then, like,
How many people have you done porn with? How many
One
men?
person.
One person?
Yes,
Okay, I
one
think
man.
that's a little different. Do you think that's different?
my ex of 5 years.
When a woman does porn with one person, or of a lot, or do you think it's
of
just
course,
fucked
there's
up?
a difference. Of course.
I mean,
I
I
was a
think
whore.
it's probably
I was
at
definitely a
like
whore.
I think it's
I'm a whore.
at least like
Same,
authentic
girl.
if they're with one person where
I don't know, Mike.
it's like a real relationship and
I did game.
I don't know, but I don't know. I'm not gonna judge somebody for.
Well, hold on.
I don't think that that's really.
Do we not judge pedophiles? Do we not judge murderers?
Oh, there's a difference. Consent and the age of consent.
you're going to
Consent and the
extremes
age
now,
of
though.
consent.
That's
Do not-
extreme.
No, there's boundaries in porn.
Come on,
There's
yeah.
IDs,
Come
there's
on.
verifications, there's
Th-
tests.
this is why we
consent
talk.
and the age of consent are the two
Yep.
main things that are different between what we do and pedophilia. Don't
Yeah.
compare the two.
Okay,
no,
so
that's
you see
extreme.
absolutely nothing that you're doing could lead to pedophilia.
Oh no, because those
We're all grown
men,
adult
when you go
women,
down
so-
that road mentally,
I'm not- yeah.
you make a choice to say it's okay to go there. As a man, when you make that
Absolutely.
decision to go down there, that is your choice. The moment you make the decision that's no, that's not okay, your brain goes a different way and it becomes disgust. And I
Okay.
know this.
Go ahead. You have anything to add? You've been quiet for a while.
Oh, not really. I mean, I kind of forgot my last.
Okay, do you do porn?
I don't.
Okay, so you would be you just do pictures or what?
I do solo, a lot of pictures. I pretty much stick to OnlyFans is what I've been doing for the last 2 years. So a lot of like video calls or private lives.
Okay, let me ask you as a woman, because women like to slut shame more than men. Do you consider them three whores?
Not at all. I don't like the word whore because I feel like if you're open sexually and you're a sexually active person, this lifetime is way too short to spend it with one person and to experience only one person when there's so many souls and people that you could vibe with and connect with and have.
You don't believe in monogamy?
I
I don't believe in monogamy.
Okay.
I
so-
do.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. If you don't believe in monogamy, How are you supposed to have a strong nuclear family that basically flourishes
I
society?
agree with that.
I have a strong family. I have my brothers and sisters that are foundation.
No, family of
No,
your
I'm
own.
talking about
But
mom and dad.
I'm talking about like my mom and dad, or
Yes.
like
Did you have a mom and dad?
yeah, my dad passed away when I was 12 though.
That's unfortunate. Sorry to hear
No,
that.
it's okay.
But when it comes down to it, the strongest way to raise kids, and this has been proven over and over, is with a male
No, I
and a
totally-
female.
I totally
So
agree.
if you're talking about free sex where people get ran
Right,
through,
for people who don't want that lifestyle. I'm not a kid family oriented person. Like that's not
okay,
me.
but you do understand that is what is needed for society to flourish.
But that doesn't
Well,
necessarily
society's
mean.
only here for a blink of an eye, and in all
Right.
existence, we're on a floating rock in space, so nothing really matters.
We
Why is
are.
monogamy-
Well, if nothing really matters, we jump out the goddamn
We
window
are.
right
Why
now.
is
It'd be a nice ride because this is
Right,
really
but
high up.
That's
mean-
my thought process. I'm gonna make
but
as much
that's
money
like-
and have the lifestyle that I want and
You can be
experience
poly.
it for
I feel
the
like
way
that's
I'm
like
here.
It could
saying
be
that like everybody
polyamorous.
needs to be the same. Like why do people need to believe in the same things
Exactly.
or want to be
Well,
the same?
because 1 + 1 is always going to equal 2. You can't have people out here saying
Yeah, but
1
you
+
can't
1 =
direct
3.
other
1
people's
+ 1
lives.
= 4.
Isn't
You
linear
can't
like
have that.
that.
You can't direct
Life
other people's
isn't
lives.
linear
It's not
like
your
that.
choice, you know? Like it's
Well, other people's choices affect other people in society. We live in a society.
but you are your own person. Like
But
how
wait a
can you
second,
let
your-
society
but your-
affect
but
you that
your
much?
choice-
There's too many
can affect
variables.
me.
But there's too many variables to consider.
That's not your problem.
No, it is my problem because if you decide to do drugs all weekend and you're fucked up and you're driving a car, you could kill me.
Why
So
are
it
you in the
is.
car with me?
I'm not in the car. You could be in a car by yourself and you can fucking kill somebody. They have rules for a reason.
I mean, I understand that, but now you're talking about
But monogamy is
drugs
not a
and you
rule.
versus
I'm
porn.
giving you an
monogamy.
example.
It's a brand
We're
new
way
rule.
past porn right now. What we're talking
What
about is the
rule?
family unit
But
right
what
now.
rule? Who
Okay,
said
family,
that?
Nothing's
Who
wrong with
said?
family, but I just
Who
want
defined that?
we came
Defined
into
by
this
who?
lifestyle, born into it with the head mindset of
Right.
You
Yeah.
have to be married,
But
you
this
have
is
to have
culture.
kids, you have to go to
That's a
school, you
cultural.
have to exactly. It's culture.
cultural
And
thing.
it's
you
a
go outside
choice.
of America, they don't.
There's
build
so
it
many
like
cultures
that.
in this
like,
world.
In Amsterdam and like Europe, they don't do that. Like yes, they have families and stuff, but they don't. Like it's in America.
From the beginning
No,
of
no,
time,
no.
monogamy
I
has
say
not been the
something.
only way
Okay, wait,
to
go
have a
ahead.
family.
I think that in life, it's our responsibility to figure out a way to keep our energy at the highest frequency it can possibly be at. And I think if you're engaging in a different lifestyle than what that is, as long as your energy is high and
Correct.
and
And
you're,
there's
Correct.
been
and you're not doing it in
So-
a
You're not
negative
doing
way,
harm.
then I think it's almost like we have a collective consciousness, and it's your responsibility as a human to keep your frequency high, and
Like-
just whatever you. Some people probably won't work for. I feel like there's probably some people where certain lifestyle is good, but there could be toxic
example-
relationships in any kind of
Yes.
dynamic.
I want
Go
to
ahead.
I want to
love
give
that.
an example like I'm like dressed like this and whatnot, whatever. I'm dolled up. Like I don't go out anymore. I don't drink anymore. I cut all of a certain lifestyle out of my life, but that doesn't define like me still being able to do OnlyFans. My life outside of OnlyFans is completely different. You wouldn't even recognize
Do you
me
have
like in
kids?
the street. I do, yes.
What happens if your kids see pictures of you?
I love
on
that
OnlyFans?
question. I love that question.
Let's hear it.
I think that what matters to my children is the type of mother that I am to them.
That matters, but perception is also reality. So let me tell you what happens in some cases. There's
yeah,
some
go ahead.
cases in society, and you can look this up, where the kids basically started making fun of the child because his mom was an OnlyFans girl,
Okay.
and he committed suicide. So you cannot say stuff like that because you don't know
Okay.
how it's going to affect people. Maybe they say,
Okay.
you know what, mom, get that bag. It's very possible. Maybe they say, you know what, mom, that's offensive, and I don't want to associate with you anymore. They might go either route, so you can't say that. You don't know the way men feel
but that's
if
not the
their
question
mother
that you
is
asked.
naked. If my mother was naked,
That's not the
I'm not
question
sure
that
I could
you asked.
associate with her.
That's
So give
that's
me
not
a,
the question that
okay.
you
So
asked.
what is that question? Let me
Like
go ahead.
go ahead.
I want to say something.
Yeah,
ahead.
go ahead.
You were
Please.
raised by a mother who had her values. So of
Correct.
course you're not going to be okay with that. But if a son is raised with a mother who has a different sort of values, they're going to teach him to be okay with it.
Yes, I agree with you 100%. This is the single mothers raising the beta males that I was talking about in the very beginning.
My
Listen,
children
we-
are
we-
males.
Weak men.
We always need both sides of the spectrum in society. We can't all have masculine men. We need the beta men, and they have their
that's-
roles.
That's what
what do you need beta men for? To pay OnlyFans girls? What do you? What purpose do?
Some of them aren't.
You just
beta
like,
men, though. Some of
but
them
you're
are very
asking,
successful men.
like you're asking for a scenario that is not
They're softer.
possible.
We need some.
You want softer men? Who's gonna protect
Like,
you?
You're being very
like,
specific.
like,
Who's
I
gonna
can
protect you?
There's still gonna be men.
No, you can't.
There's
No,
still
you
gonna
can't.
like. Can we?
What about like if there's a single mother that has a brother or like other male role models in a
Okay.
child's life? It doesn't have to just be a mother
Okay.
and father, correct?
Right.
What were we talking about? 15% of the time, 10% of the time. A majority of these kids are being raised and then they end up in prison. Let me ask you, ladies, just point blank: is rape a bad thing, and should we do everything possible to stop it as society? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes,
We all agree.
correct.
Okay, here's a fact. 85% of the rapists in jail today, the men who are raping women, were raised by single mothers. So if we have to stop that cycle, that's how you stop rape.
Community. But it comes to community because community can offer men and those masculine role models without necessarily having the mother need to go out and lower her
I
standards.
think that by
or do
community
things-
as well,
right?
you mean like
having-
educating
But
yourself.
But
It's
having
just
a
making
community
an
of
excuse
people,
for men because
like,
there's girls being raised by women and men
And-
by
and-
themselves.
It's just
right?
there's so many
And,
different
like,
scenarios.
right? And it's like they aren't raping
Like-
or like they take that situation, and if they're strong enough, they'll take it and learn from it and build themselves even stronger.
So-
up.
so-
Like I
Having
agree
other
with
masculine
you.
role
I agree
models
with you.
in-
Okay, so you agree with me that
I agree with
rape is a problem. You guys all agree with me, and I said that 85% of the rapists are beta males
Is it
raised
80?
by single mothers. 85. So let me
Wow.
ask you this: what is the solution to stop these beta males from raping women?
Therapy.
Having strong
Therapy.
male role models in the
Therapy.
community that help engage with people
Yes.
that are
Not
single
fathers. Not fathers.
Because you can't always have that scenario. Life isn't perfect. Sometimes there's single mothers out there that want to be married, and it's not because men are on OnlyFans. It's because there's other reasons. There's other variables
There's
involved.
so many
a-
different
there's
A lot of
scenarios,
men
man.
will not date any of you because you're on OnlyFans. A
That
lot
is
of men,
great.
a lot of men won't even deal with you if you're porn stars.
Okay.
So that's
Everyone
a
has
fact.
their
I already
okay
know
with
that
them.
though. I knew that.
I don't
going
want to
into
be
my
with a man who
okay.
wants to have only me. I want to be with a man who's okay with sharing them.
Ah, okay,
also,
okay.
There's also backgrounds to stories that you don't know what we've also been through. To,
Not everyone's
to-
been through stuff,
Right.
tough stuff in life,
Well, like,
man.
the reason
Everyone.
so like
Yeah, but
monogamy, I don't believe in it.
what
'cause, like,
she
I
means
had
is that there's
experience
different
of the love of my
scenarios
life.
to
I
life.
lived that innocent, virgin, like moral,
When?
life code. Like 5 years ago.
5 years ago.
I was in a 5-year relationship. I met a guy, moved down here, was gonna marry him, have kids with him.
Did he cheat on you?
He cheated on me. Yeah.
Okay,
and
so
then
so because that man cheated on you, I'm assuming you loved him,
I did.
and you decided, fuck all these guys, I'm getting my back. Correct?
Well, I pretty much fuck him because he was more like he sent my nudes out to like my family and all our
Revenge
Mm.
porn.
So I kind of wanted to get my empowerment back
Yes.
and say like you don't get to do that. That's like
And how
so
do you
I
feel
did
now?
it and I
How do you
where
feel
I am
now?
now,
I understand the psychological. Let me ask you this, and I want to go all across the board. Did any of you have strong fathers in your life? Let's start with you.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you do porn on OnlyFans?
I don't do like full out porn necessarily, but I definitely it's softcore for sure.
Okay. Does your father approve of what you do?
No,
Okay. Has that strained the relationship with him?
a little bit.
Okay, let's go to you. Do you have a strong father in your life?
I don't know.
You don't. Where is your father? Did he leave your mother? When's the last time you met him?
When I was 12, he passed away.
Okay,
Yeah.
again, sorry, I forgot.
No,
I completely forgot
you're
about that.
totally
So
good.
let me ask you this. If you had that strong father in your life, do you think you'd be on OnlyFans right now? Be honest.
Honestly, my life has been such an upside that I didn't really have any figures growing up, so I had to raise myself. So I've been on survival mode since
I get it, but if you did have
If I
that
did-
masculine
if I did
energy,
have that,
would you be on OnlyFans?
Probably not.
Okay.
Yeah, because who wants that
No.
for their daughter?
No, you did not have a strong father.
No, or
Okay.
a mom.
So you had no mom.
No.
Who raised you?
My great grandparents.
What happened to your mom and dad? If you mind sharing?
My mom left me when I was 5 months in Costa Rica, and I met her again when I was 12. Then I went into the foster care system because she was very abusive. Mm-hmm. And then, I emancipated myself at 16.
Same.
And what about your father?
My mom never wanted to introduce him to me because she revenged the fact that he cheated on her.
Okay, so because the father cheated on the mother, do you think a child should be
Absolutely
punished
not.
by not Would
And
you
I-
do something like that to your child?
No, and I
Okay.
don't.
Having
I don't.
said that, and it looks like you've been through a lot.
Yeah.
Having said that, do you think you would actually be a porn
No,
star
no.
if you had a father in your life?
If I even had a mother, I wouldn't be here. No.
Yeah.
I come from a very good family, very strong parental figures in my life. And they did find out about my OnlyFans. They were, someone actually sent them one of my gangbang videos. So it did put a strain on the relationship for about 8 months, but they realized that I was in an abusive relationship and that I was kind of manipulated. And
Okay.
No way.
Let me ask you a question now. She didn't have a family
Yeah.
around her. She definitely didn't have a family around her. You had a strong mom and dad. Were you broke?
no,
Okay, so you had a strong mom and dad. You had no money issues. You can make the argument, did what they had to do. Why were you a whore when you had a strong family values? Because I see a big difference here.
Yeah.
I see people who are put in the spot, and I think they made the wrong choice, but I understand why they could make that choice. That's completely different. Why did you make that choice?
I mean, listen, everyone goes through different things. I had things that were happened to me as a child, and the way my thought process was, I was always very drawn towards sex. And unfortunately, I made the wrong decisions, and I thought that was the way to show love to someone. And
How old were you when you started doing that?
doing what, like OnlyFans or
Porn.
I started in like 21.
How old were you?
I was 21.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant 2021.
No, I was 21 years old.
Did a man convince you to do it?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Did a man convince you to do porn?
No.
Did a man convince you to do OnlyFans? No. Now let's get to you. You seem like you're the oldest one here and the most experienced, and most likely the most ran through. And you seem like you're actually proud of that fact too. I see it like a grin, but it's like, okay, so what? I did that. So let me ask you this: did you have a strong mother and father in your life?
Yes, and they're still in my life today. My father knows what I do. I was a virgin until I was 23, by the way. And I started doing...
I would love to put you on a lie detector test.
No, 23. The
Okay.
movie 40-Year-Old Virgin came out, and I did not want to be a virgin. It was a whole thing. So,
Okay.
But I made up for lost time. But my parents know what I do.
She was like, let me get on
I
that.
was in a 7-year relationship. I started doing porn, basically online sex work, with this one person that I was.
So
with.
a guy convinced you to do
No,
this?
I actually had to convince him. Like,
Why did you decide that you want to do porn? Was your
Because-
girlfriend doing porn?
no, I was a stripper when I was, going through college, and I tried other jobs. I was in healthcare. I did insurance. I did sales, and I was never really fit in the whole 9-to-5 healthcare.
When you were a stripper, were you basically pulling tricks too?
No.
You were just dancing?
And I worked at a place that was a topless only, and I worked 2 thongs. And 2
Were you
pairs
doing
of pants.
drugs or anything like that?
Oh yeah, I was doing
Okay.
I had to be stoned off my mind just to even go in there. And then towards the end of it, I was really I was older and I was going through college.
Now, because you
Tired, man.
basically have learned how to manipulate men in a strip club, because that's what happens in a strip club. You have to basically try to sell yourself so you can get a dance and maybe go to the champagne room. So because you're really good at manipulating men, do you think that's why you have no empathy for them?
No.
Because some of these women over here basically are like, okay, I might be doing something wrong. You're like, fuck that. I'm taking these beta males' money.
I never really thought
We'll get
about
to
it
you,
like
Michelle.
I'm doing something. I actually didn't really do champagne rooms. Wasn't never really comfortable with getting a lot of money from one guy. I did one dance for everybody, and I was more comfortable with that. So I don't really know if I'm good at manipulating men. I'm good at sales, and I'm good at being happy and providing a fun experience.
Being good at sales is being good at manipulation.
Correct.
Well, probably, yeah. But I only use my powers for good.
So you say. So you say, porn star. Anyways, let me go around the table. You had something to say. Go ahead.
No, that just reminded me of my own because when I also danced after I transitioned from being
We used to dance together.
I've known her for like 8 years.
Yeah.
We danced together, and at the beginning I was really young, and I only did dances because I was really scared of the champagne rooms. And then until I started to realize that, you know, like it's all about sales, and I'm like, and your mouth goes a long way, you know. So
Is that
not like that. Not like that.
Is that where you?
Not like that.
Is that where
Please
you?
don't take it like that.
Is that where you learned to manipulate men? Is that where you learned?
Rewind.
Is that where you learned to manipulate men? Being a stripper.
Yes.
Okay. Now, there's men listening right now. They go to strip clubs. You're not a stripper anymore, so you can reveal some information. What would be some of the tactics you'd use to get money at these simps?
I am very. I love that word.
You gotta call a spade a spade. A whore is a whore, and a simp is a simp.
Well,
Let me tell you something about
for
me. I'm married for 20 years. Okay, I don't. This is all garbage to me. Okay, now I understand that a man wants his woman to be feminine. Some of you guys are, pretty masculine out here. And what I mean by that is you're about your bag. See, if you were in a relationship and the man was taking care of you, you could watch the kids. You could fucking
that'd
do
be
the
great.
laundry.
That'd be amazing.
Exactly.
That'd be amazing.
Is that what you guys would want?
Sometimes
Yes,
you don't get a choice.
I know how you.
But
Sometimes
the
you
thing
have
is-
to
but
be in
can
your
I-
masculine
can I say
energy.
something?
Sometimes you have to. Sometimes you have no choice.
But I have an opinion on that
depend on
too.
anybody in
I
this
have an
world.
opinion on that too. I would like that as a scenario, but I also don't just want to be a housewife. Like, I want to have something else for myself. I definitely won't be doing OnlyFans because that's not whatever. But I would dedicate my time to something else.
If you found a man,
Yeah, I would
and
dedicate my time to something
and he makes
else.
enough money, and he said, "Yo, we need to stop this OnlyFans nonsense right away."
100%.
Are you doing it?
100%.
In a heartbeat?
Please, anyone.
Not you though. Not you though. Not you though.
I'm taking applications.
You can come with me, and we
What's
can
that?
we can make fuck you money together with
No.
our money combined.
No, I
but you
wouldn't.
are
No,
not
so-
taking
so-
anything from me.
Sometimes morals
You know
mean
what?
more
I
than
think
money.
that
You are not
she
taking
enjoys
anything
it.
from me.
I think
she's
for
very
you.
Canadian, so
I
she
think
knows.
No,
for you.
wait. You love being a whore.
I think for
love
you
being
enjoy it,
a
and
porn
you
star.
see it in your
I
face.
share experience. This is intimacy. I share a
She's a
moment
free
in time.
spirit.
I
She's
share
a
a
free
moment in
spirit.
time with
She's
these
a free
people.
spirit.
I don't assign meaning. I don't assign words like whore. I like being called a whore in bed for sure. But I don't assign that meaning to me.
Is it possible that a demon just said that inside you?
Everybody always say that. Every time
I
a guy
love
says
it.
something nasty, a guy's like, "Oh my God, you need a Bible." Like
Holy water.
Anyways, ladies, let's get a little bit more into money. Do you make good money at this?
Yes.
Would you like to reveal what you actually make a month?
Oh no, because it varies. I mean, I've been doing this since 2016. You know what I mean? My highest month was 100,000. My lowest been 20 something like that.
Okay, so regardless, you're getting somewhere between 30 to 50K a month,
But
right?
I have multiple businesses. I own real estate. So I do a lot more things.
So
than just OnlyFans.
with the money that you got from these OnlyFans simps, what have you done with that money?
I bought houses.
You bought houses
I bought
with it?
houses. I bought real estate, commercial real estate. I bought stocks. I bought, purchased money towards my investment. This is my retirement. So, I have to be cognizant of that. We don't get pension. We don't get 401ks. We have to be smart with our money. I have one designer purse, but everything I've purchased has been towards growing my business.
I got more than that.
I mean, growing my business. Well, I'm not there yet. I'm not where I want to be financially. So I want to buy. I'm selling a house. I'm buying
You seem
another.
like if you've been doing it since 2016 and I'm doing the math right, 20, 30 racks a month.
Well, no, not in the beginning. No. I'm since OnlyFans since 2021.
It takes time to build.
Have you made $1 million off it yet?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. But
Have
no,
you-
at the beginning it was,
Okay.
it was maybe,
So you are a millionaire.
yeah, an equity and for sure.
Okay.
And I have.
you
things.
taken care of your family?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you believe because you're basically taken care of, which it sounds like you're taken care of, and it sounds like you're being smart with your money and you're not just blowing it on stuff, do you believe there's going to be no karmic repercussions for what you did?
I believe in karma, and I believe I'm experienced. I live my karma. I deal with my karma all the time. I try to put more good out there in the world than bad, and I do what I can, right? And I try to be the best version of myself as possible. And
do you have any kids?
no,
Okay. Did you have any abortions?
nope,
Okay.
hasn't happened.
Did you ever want kids?
I never didn't want kids.
It just didn't happen.
But if you're a
Just hasn't
porn
happened.
star and what are you on, like the pill or something? Like
Nope.
what's going on here?
I mean, women only ovulate like 3 days out of the month.
I don't know, they're fertile, so.
You can track that.
Some women
And
are very fertile, some not.
Yeah, some are, some aren't.
I had surgery, like ovarian surgery and cysts and stuff. So.
Now it makes sense. Okay, so here I'm gonna make this statement right now. My problem with whores and women who go out there and make money the way you do is they usually have fucking kids who end up being those beta male rapists. No. Well, hold on.
Yeah.
They usually end up being those mothers, single mothers who are raising kids in poverty. You're not raising kids in poverty, but number one, you don't have any kids. So most of the negatives I have with women doing that don't really have anything to do with you.
Well, and I spend time with my family's kids. You know, I spend time with other males. You know, my brother, for example, I just helped him out the past couple of months. You know, he's finally like 21 days sober. You know, he just got a job 2 days ago. So, and I housed him and I fed him and clothed him. He like was crying because I bought him clothes.
How society has fallen. That men are depending on fucking women.
Sisters.
Who are sisters even worse.
Sisters are the best.
To support
Sisters
men.
are amazing.
To support men because they can't fucking do it.
But
they need money from women who are selling their bodies to do it. That's how far
no,
men
you
are
just, no,
fucking
but you know what
falling.
happened?
You just answered the question that you asked earlier.
Men use
Because-
women to make the money that we make
Wait.
because they know they can't
Okay.
make it themselves.
You just
Okay.
answered.
No,
You
in
just
today's
answered
society,
yourself.
You know what?
though.
You know why I had to
we'll
help
get there,
him?
we'll get there.
Because he's an
For-
ex-con.
I need
Because
to know that.
the way the society,
let's write this.
the way the
I didn't know
society treats ex-felons, he does not have chances to get housing that's safe. He does not have chances to get
So
jobs.
is this a man's world or a woman's world?
This is a man's world.
So wait a second. The man's the
Absolutely.
convict and you're the millionaire.
It's my little brother, bro. He's
But
14.
the society now is geared to help the women, not the men.
No, I have not been helped.
I think
have
the women-
taken.
Do
I have,
you
I
think
have
a guy
taken
could
charge.
open an OnlyFans, show his dick, and make your type of money?
Yes,
Some can,
Yes.
yeah.
But there's a
100%.
big group of
1-2% of
OnlyFans
society? You're not 1-2% of society.
Right, but
If a
women-
guy, maybe 1-2%.
Women have also been around like this type of
I'm trying to
sexual
remember
The
like
oldest
brothels,
profession
like
in
type
the
of like
world.
military. They've always had this type of like women on their side to like entertain stuff like that. So this has been going on for way like.
What do you have to say? I wanna hear what
Let me
she
go
has
to
to
her
say.
right here. How much money have you made at OnlyFans, if you're comfortable saying that?
I mean, I made over $1 million, but my ex-husband stole it all, so I didn't really leave with anything.
Was he your pimp too, besides being your husband?
I mean, I don't like to use that term because, like,
Then be real, yes or no?
Yeah, like pretty much. Yeah.
Okay. So how long were you doing it to actually make $1 million? And basically, how much were you making a month? Did you hit 100,000 like her for a month?
Almost, but I started very early, so that's why when you look at my statement, I've made $1 million. I started before COVID, and then it blew up during COVID, and then that's when he literally stole all my money.
Okay.
But once I left, I still continued to do a couple like videos here and there because I had to support myself. I left with literally no money, so I did do actual porn videos, and I was able to save and buy my own house this year. So.
Do you have kids?
No.
Okay. Did you have abortions?
One, but that was before I was even doing any sex work. That was when I was 15.
I see. Do you think abortion is murder?
I don't think so because I don't feel like. I mean, abortion under 3 months I think is okay. Over 3 months is a hell no. That's just
2.
Okay. Let me ask you if this makes sense to you. I look at pregnancy as a bus, and I look at the woman as the bus driver. Right? She's the one driving like this, and the baby is in the back seat. The baby can't move the bus. He can't say which direction the bus is moving, but that bus is as much his as it is the bus driver.
Let's talk about single moms and beta males.
So hold on.
Yeah, talk about
So
abortion
having
is
said
murder.
that, well, women can just keep their legs closed and solve both issues. So
Men can just not come and be a fucking idiot.
You can also do
you can say
That's a
that
kettle.
you can say throughout society,
gotta keep that
men
thing in
have
those
always
pants.
been pigs. It's only when the fucking women joined the fucking pig pen, all this shit started getting fucked up.
Right, I agree. But
Okay.
it's both of us.
game.
It's the two sexes.
Started
though.
somewhere and it did not start with us.
Right.
Yeah, no.
Chicken and egg scenario.
We were used, but then we took power back and said, "Fuck."
And now the best
Ladies,
part.
one at a time.
Now the best part is that the men are having to decide for us whether we can abort or not.
Oh my
That's
God.
the best part of it all.
Texas, y'all.
Okay,
Is
now.
that in Texas?
Oh,
Yes.
And in a lot
you
of
have to
states.
drive to fucking New Mexico.
Colorado.
It's a very conservative state,
Yeah.
Texas.
Oh, it's
Let's
fucking
go to
bullshit.
you. Have you made $1 million on OnlyFans?
No.
Okay, how long have you been doing it?
I started around the same time that she started. However, I took some time. I took a couple of years off because of my mental state, and I wanted to focus on my children. So
So you do have kids?
I do.
Okay, we discussed that before.
Yes.
That's that fucking weed, man.
I'm like
it is.
this. I'm like a little bit like
It
that.
is what it is. Now,
Cheers.
since you have kids, we already talked about if you're worried about your kids seeing, what mommy's doing
Yeah,
now. Let me ask you this: when it comes down to you having kids, do you have a strong father figure in their life for them?
They both do. Yes, correct.
Who is it? A man, your boyfriend,
Their dads.
your dad?
Their
How is your dad?
Their dads.
Okay,
The
are you-
girls'
Okay,
fathers.
it's not a baby daddy; it's their actual dad. You're married to this man?
No, I'm not married to these
Okay.
men.
Um,
But
you
both
spe-
of my daughters have their father.
Okay,
Correct.
does he live in the same house as you?
No.
Okay, so
We
how
are-
does this work? That he's a strong person there in their lives when he's not even living in the same house.
Because we split time.
I see. Do you think a father who you only see 2 times a week is something that's positive?
I mean, it's the best that can be given with the circumstances.
Okay.
I'm not
There's
gonna stay with
fathers
her.
that
Can I wait? I'm gonna finish.
Let her go.
It's what's given with the circumstances. Like I decided to have the child because you're saying that. Let me ask you this: do you think abortion is murder?
In a sense, yes.
Okay, so I decided to have my child, correct, and take responsibility
Okay.
for my child,
Yes.
and that is the best scenario that I can
The
give
best,
her.
the best scenario.
How
Hold on.
Hold on.
Let me go back and forth with her. We'll go to you.
Give me a
Let me
second.
go back and forth. There was another option. You could have kept your legs closed, and it would have stopped the whole situation from happening.
Or he could have just not been a fucking idiot and came inside me.
Well, he could have pulled out, correct?
Oh, correct.
He could have.
Because there's 2 scenarios.
Okay, he could have
Okay.
pulled out. Is this a man you loved?
I love him now.
You love him now, but you did not love him when.
No.
Okay.
I care for him now, yes, because he.
If we go back about 10 minutes and rewind this, you said that you didn't have a strong father or mother.
Okay.
Why didn't you do everything that is possible for you to have a strong father in his life who's around him 24/7, not 2 days a week?
Because my first child, I was extremely young and dumb, and I didn't even think about it. I just wanted to be a mother. That's my only excuse, and I just wanted to have my children. It's that simple.
Do you have?
It's my choice.
How many kids do you have?
I have 2.
Are they with the same man or different
No,
men?
they're different. They're 6 years apart.
Okay. Would that make you a whore?
No.
No. So you have 2 kids by 2 different men, and you don't think that makes you a whore at all?
No.
Okay.
How does that even add
Okay.
up?
Let me ask you some
How does
questions.
that even add up
Let me ask you
to
some
the
questions.
definition?
Let me ask you some questions. Is the second child as healthy as the first child? And be honest.
Yes.
Okay.
Both of my children, thank God, thank the Lord that
there
they're
are
healthy.
statistics that show that when a woman has a child with one man and then she has a child with another man, the
Jesus.
second child is not as healthy as the first one, because that would basically show biology a man is meant to dominate one woman. You don't believe in that at all? No. This is exactly what I expect. This is exactly what I expect. This subject is so foreign to them. It is so foreign. This is the reaction you get. This is beautiful.
What the fuck is that? I'll say it again.
I don't even know what to say.
Say it again.
They're laughing. They're laughing because, are you guys moms? No, none of you guys are moms.
No.
I'm a father.
You're a father, but no, I'm asking because it's the difference between a father and a mom. Now, I'm asking that you guys are moms because, like, for me, it's just like I'm speechless because it just sounds so fucking retarded.
No. What you have to understand is, do you believe in spirituality?
Correct, 100%.
Do you believe in energy?
100%.
Okay. So when a man and a woman create a child together, they create a frequency.
Correct.
Okay? So when you have a child with another man, that original frequency is contaminated. That is the problem. So again, you're rolling your eyes, but everything else I said you agreed with. So again, people don't understand how this works. A woman should not have kids with multiple men. One, that's it.
No, but you know what? Men can have 7 wives and 10 children.
I did not say that. I did not say that. You assumed I say that. I'm not Andrew Tate.
Don't join the picture.
Hold on.
I can't abort either.
I'm not Andrew Tate. I never said a man could go around impregnate a fucking million women. I never said that.
But then I can't abort either. I can't abort either because then you're gonna talk shit.
No. What happens is that's why you're supposed to control and keep the legs closed, and that's just an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure.
Come on now. Let's be realistic.
Let's go to you.
Come on now.
You've been so quiet.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
You've been unproblematic.
I need more of this because
Women who have two. She has 2 men with 2 different
I'm a
kids.
whore.
Okay? Do you consider her a whore?
Do I consider her a whore?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. What would you consider a whore?
I don't think, like I said, I don't think like there's a thing for a whore. Like,
If a woman has 6 kids by 5 different men, do you think that's good?
I mean, I would never. Like,
This is
I
an
don't
extreme, bro.
I would never do that, but I don't like judge
I have
other
no
people
people.
for it.
Would you
That is
consider?
so extreme.
I want to see where the line is with you guys. What do you actually think would be a whore? So that's why I'm asking.
You know what I would consider a whore?
Yeah, let me tell. What is a whore?
Is somebody that's on fucking 79th Street on the fucking streets selling their pussy every single night.
Okay.
Literally,
By
they're
definition.
selling their
Okay, by
pussy
definition.
every single night.
Pussy too.
Are you selling your pussy on OnlyFans?
This is physically having sex with a lot of people.
Uh-huh.
That's a fucking whore.
Well,
you know what else is a whore?
But weren't you a porn star?
But I had sex with one person. I saw
Okay.
content with
Okay.
one
I think it's
person.
more whores to go to the bars and go home
Okay,
and
I
random
consider
Now,
girls
can I
like
say something
that
else?
Have like, because like girls, like we are OnlyFans girls, we sell our bodies, but we also have respect for ourselves.
Okay.
We're not just gonna pull out our titties right here.
A lot of women would say. A lot of women
Okay.
would say you don't have respect for
Yeah,
yourself because
whatever.
you do
Well,
this.
fuck those women. Fuck those
Exactly.
women.
Those women that
Fuck
are
those
sitting at home
women.
hating their lives, probably.
Can I say
know?
something
Maybe they have
else?
kids and they're enjoying their lives.
Can I say
Go ahead.
something else?
Go ahead.
You know what else I consider a whore? Not a whore can be a 9-to-5 bitch that is doing her own thing. Oh my god, I'm going to nursing school and this and that. Fucking 3 men in the same week. That's a whore. For free.
So the difference is they get it for free.
That's even worse.
Girls,
That's even worse than the 79th Street
I
whore.
don't disagree with you.
Like if there's a girl that walks in a
For free.
and there's
But what
five
do you mean
guys,
she's a nurse?
Look, he doesn't
What do you mean
disagree.
she's a nurse? She's going to nursing school.
If there's like
Uh-huh.
7 men, if there's 7
Yeah,
She's
whatever.
helping
Go suck a
society,
dick.
If
bro.
there's 7 men in a household and there's one girl that
Go
runs
suck a
through
dick.
all in one night, I consider her like very easy and like.
So she's a whore. Okay.
But those are for girls that don't really
have
like,
any trains been ran on any of you?
No.
Oh, you wow!
so
You
for-
popped that. She popped that shit up.
I can talk
business.
about it.
That's business. And she
But I
doesn't
could also
work.
say there's like I hate saying the word whore because it's used to make someone feel like shit, and it's like
I prefer slut.
dehumanizing.
I don't know about
People
that.
are like sometimes mentally
Some are.
unstable. Like people have like mental health issues, and they cope in different ways. Like, can we look at some people who maybe like are not healed and have like issues?
That's 100%.
I've been
sure.
ran through, and I had mental health problems, and I don't consider myself.
So
a
let me
whore.
ask you something. When you look
Yeah.
at the word
Yeah.
mental, it has
Yeah.
the word men into it. Okay.
Oh, here we go.
So
Here's another
if you no. This is called letterology. This is numerology and astrology.
Okay.
So what I'm basically trying to tell you is within the words, like for instance, you can't say the word Bible without the word lie because the word lie
or
is
bi.
within the Bible.
Or bi.
Okay? You can't spell out the word Bible without the word lie. Just like you can't spell out the word men in mentally ill. So if you sleep with too many men, you become mentally ill. Does that make sense?
I was mentally ill before I started sleeping with all these men.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I had mental health my life, 100%.
I think,
Men,
I
why
think
is it not human?
everybody's
It's
mental
a human.
health.
I'm telling you how the word is
Can
spelled.
I say something that you know what actually changed me?
Talk to me.
The fucking 5-year relationship with this fucking piece of shit narcissist.
It's always
That changed me to the point that I am the happiest and the most mentally stable that I am today.
Why? Because you got a bag?
No,
because you
I don't
can't
even
depend
have a bag right now.
on
I
anybody.
stopped OnlyFans. I couldn't do OnlyFans because I couldn't even, my depression and my anxiety was so bad, I couldn't even fucking function. Like had no motivation for anything. I didn't want to be seen by anybody. Like I was having difficulty with my kids. Like, no.
Okay.
So it has nothing to do with
Okay.
that.
Okay.
But I think that for sure, it depends like what your definition of whore is.
Okay. You said you had a body count of 9. What is your body count?
I don't know.
Over 100?
Probably. Yeah.
Okay. Over 100. You?
I have no idea.
Over 100?
I hope not. I don't want to think about it.
I hope not.
I hope not, but I just don't think about
50?
it.
Over 50?
I don't think about it. I honestly don't want to think about it.
Okay, so it's somewhere in that range. You? What is your body count?
Mine's 25.
25. Okay. What is your body count?
He's so cute.
7?
Okay.
Damn.
I want to.
I mean, I've been in
I want
relationships.
to point
Right.
out one
I
thing.
wasn't.
I want to point out one thing. The person with the lowest body count is the most calm.
I'm very
7.
calm though, and
Wait,
I'm
no,
in the
just
middle.
9,
Mine's
I feel like I'm just like
be
I'm
high
just
too,
loud.
right?
I'm
You know
just
what
loud
I'm
and
talking about.
passionate.
About.
Or
You
maybe
know what
she's
I'm
just
talking
really
about.
high.
also half.
Let's hope that we
At what
sound
age
good.
though? At 23,
She's like, oh,
I was at 0. So type shit. You
Okay.
know?
Well,
Okay.
until age 21, I was only with one
Right,
man.
so-
That was the man that I
So-
was.
so wait a second, how old are you
so
now?
Age,
I'm 22.
age has a
So
factor.
wait a second.
Well, I'm almost 23.
In 2 years you had the other 24 running you.
Yeah. Well, it was literally okay. So we broke up
Woo.
in 2021,
Girl.
and then
Who
2020.
hurt you? He hurt you bad.
Man,
Keep
a man,
hurting
men,
Tattoos.
men, tall.
I was
issues.
blonde. I
It's
was
vice
such a
versa
different
though, because
person.
there's women that are pieces of shit.
I got burned.
There's
by a
women
woman.
that are
same.
pieces
Now
of
let me
shit.
ask you this:
Mental health
would you
issues.
want your sons, assuming you have sons, would you want
I
him?
don't.
Okay, if you did have sons, would you want him paying OnlyFans girls like yourself?
Men go to strip clubs.
Exactly. You see.
I
you-
don't
you see
know.
it. No. This is not a don't know. This is I do know. This is what you
Do
call
I
a
have a
checkmate.
control over
I mean,
that?
if they
Because he's a
budget for it,
grown
you want
adult.
it,
Like, I'm
budget,
like,
like, you
what do you
don't
want me to
want
do? Put a gun to us and be like, you know what? You can't go on
you-
OnlyFans.
My kids don't watch TV. They basically have a projector, and we watch old Disney movies or documentaries. And the reason we do that is because the TV's bad for the eyes. But if you do a projector, that's cool.
That's
And
cool.
the second reason we do
that.
that is because
That's
we
actually
want to make sure
motivation.
there's no homosexual
Do you
content.
homeschool your kids?
We did for about 3
But
years, but now that
now
I'm
they're-
getting.
Did you like
So
it?
because of
Well,
As
that
a
was-
parent?
Well, that was more on the woman than the man.
A lot of
I was
parents
making
do
money, so
homeschool
you
their
know,
kids nowadays.
I made sure that I
No,
picked the right
I'm-
woman who could homeschool.
But I'm saying, like, as a parent, like, in your opinion, for homeschooling, because I was actually considering that, it's better.
If you can afford it, and very, very interestingly, if you can have 2 people do it, one parent is not enough.
Yeah,
you need 2.
It's a lot of work.
Also, like, I mean, I wasn't planning on doing it. I was planning on hiring
I got you. You can do that.
because I need to kind of work, you know?
They go to the best public school.
And I love my children, but I
for
love my time
security
away from my
I'm not going to
children.
say what school, but they. So here's another thing. My kid was breastfed. Were your kids breastfed?
Both of them, yes.
Okay.
That's why my titties are like this.
So again, congratulations that you actually did that, because one of the reasons we have so many dumb men and women in society,
And-
because these motherfuckers are dumb as fuck.
No, they are.
And the reason is because women don't breastfeed their kids anymore.
You mean-
when women breastfeed their kids, the IQ goes up 8 to 10 points.
You don't always
Yeah.
have control over that. My
No.
sister's kids couldn't latch.
Like,
you know, and
for
they
me,
had, like, when
I
you have issues
understand,
like
but
You
if
can
you
pump.
can, you should.
For
Yeah,
me,
I mean,
no,
agree.
pumping is
Agree,
not
no, she tried.
pumping is not really like that,
You need
because
that- you
people
need that connection. It's
no
the baby pump.
that's not even why pumping is not like that. Pumping is not like that because when you pump, it's not the child that is latching on to your nipple, which is creating, basically telling your body to make more milk. It's not the same thing as a machine. That's why pumping doesn't work. So that's a miscommunication. from women that don't have children.
Sometimes you physically
Now,
can't.
like,
and you can't shame those mothers.
No, it's not about shaming.
Because
However,
some women won't do it because they're worried about ruining their figure.
Whatever.
That's why she said
Whatever.
exactly.
At that point-
that is a woman who loves her mother, loves her kids because she
Whatever.
actually doesn't care about her breast because she is actually willing to give that gift to her kids. Some women care so much about their looks
vanity.
that they won't do it. Some women have their six-pack. Oh, I'm not going to have a kid. I don't want to ruin my body. And let's not kid ourselves. Pregnancy
Will ruin
ruin
the
the
body.
woman's body.
Yeah.
There's no
pregnancies
doubt.
ruin you, period.
Not always though.
Not always, but in a lot of cases. In a lot of cases. In a
You
lot of
can
cases.
prepare your body for it if you exercise properly. You can prepare yourself
But
for
there's
it.
an
You can
example.
never prepare yourself to be a parent. Like
Yeah.
you can't
Body wise.
prepare
It depends
yourself
on
to give
how
life
your
like that
partner,
because
how
you're
big they are,
thinking
and
you're
you know.
superwoman and you're like, oh my god, yes, I can do this, and bitch, like all of a sudden I'm going in for a fucking emergency C-section because my child is in distress and I can't fucking push her out.
I actually told my wife to get 2 C-sections.
I love the fact that I got the C-sections.
Because I wanted my kids born on certain dates.
Oh,
and
I like that. I love that.
brings us to the next segment
Oh,
of
yeah,
today's
that
podcast.
was my second child because I got my first one was an emergency.
But not for fighting.
No, not
My,
at all.
my first one was
I
an
know.
emergency.
My cortisol levels are rising.
My second one, I picked her birthday.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is her I've known for a while. Okay, she's a 33 life path. Is it you guys all know her? Is it safe to say that she's kind of the motherly figure to all of you guys to a point? The big sister,
I just met
the
her
one
today.
who, besides you, the one who gets things done, the one who knows everybody. Is that her?
I would say so, yeah.
Okay. Would you
I
say
would say
that
so.
she's influential?
Oh,
Yes.
Okay.
definitely.
That's what 33 life paths do. They influence people.
I think her
She-
energy,
Immediately.
She's a
Like when
33.
I met you.
Okay? So I'm a 33 life path too. That's what the GG, that's why it's tattooed on me here. I'm a 33 life path. I've literally made numerology and astrology mainstream by myself, and I got over 1 billion views coming down here in Miami. I just moved down here in Miami.
Where are you from?
Cleveland, Ohio. Mistake by the Lake, they call it. And I was LeBron James, a couple Browns players, then me. But then again, being a local celebrity in Cleveland, Ohio is like being a rich man in West Virginia. You know, it really isn't that big of a deal. But I came down here and made some waves. And what I did was I basically pushed the occult on people. Having said that, we know what her birthday is. We know she's the one who is the influential one from behind the scenes who literally knows everybody. Like everybody, I talked to a celebrity today. She knows him.
You did. I was like,
She
no,
knows
I
him.
was like, you know,
She knows him.
You're like, yeah.
Well,
I'm like,
her
you're welcome.
personality,
I-
her personality naturally, she's very outgoing. Like she doesn't
Well,
need
you attract
anything.
people,
Like,
you have that
like
light
it's
to
just
you.
like kind of
Can I-
like.
can I-
fall into crazy
can I tell you what she
situations
is?
that I can't even plan out.
She's an old soul.
That's what she's wise.
That's what it
You
is.
live many
She's an old
lifetimes.
soul. Exactly.
Yeah. You're
So
very
now
wise.
I want to go around. What is your birthday?
Day, month, and year?
Yeah, of course.
February 14th, 1982.
February 14th, 1982.
I'm so excited for
Okay.
this part.
So the first thing is, I did a birthday. I was on a podcast with Pearl not too long ago, and she had a porn star who I was calling a whore back and forth. The interesting thing is, she was born on the 14th, just like you. 1 in 4. I'm going to tell you the same thing I told her. 1 in 4 is 5. 5 is the number of sexuality. Sex, first vowel E. E is the 5th letter. Reproduction, sperm, first vowel E. E. E is always 5. So when people are born on the 5th, 14th, 23rd, they're going to be attractive. You know, you've been around through probably, but you probably were attractive, extremely attractive. I mean, you made money. Hey, I'm going to keep it real. When it comes down to it, men and women are not the same. Men are judged by what they've done in life. Women are judged basically by what they look. And if they're smart enough when they're young and they use their bodies, usually back in the day it used to be like a guy would, just marry, a woman would marry a rich guy, and that's how she settled. Now I understand society's a little bit different and you can't do that. And that's for some of you ladies, more so her than you, obviously, because you're probably a disappointment because you didn't have to do this shit. Her, people can watch this podcast and empathize with her. Her as well.
I mean,
her
not
to a
really.
No, not you, because you had a family. So you two at the quarter. See how energy works? I specifically made sure these two at the quarter. You see how energy works? So anyways, people who are born on the 14th love to travel. They always travel. They learn very quickly, but they can also change their mind, and you're very open-minded. Look at the shape of the 5. It's open on both sides. You don't trust anybody. That's for a fact. But you also have a photographic memory. You never forget a face. So those are some of the characteristics, but I will tell you this. Your life is going to get a little bit difficult next year. And I'm not saying this because I want to like fuck with you anyway. You're born in the year of the dog. Oh. The dog is enemies with the dragon. Do you remember 2012 wasn't the best year, or 2000 when you're about 17, 18? Those were not the best years in your life. Next year is the year of the dragon. So people who are like you, who are born in 82, who are born in 94, they have to lay low. So here's my advice to you. You have money. Lay low next year. Don't make any big moves. Don't try to buy big houses. Don't fucking try to open new companies. Don't try to have a whole bunch of guys run through you. Just lay low next year. You do that, you'll be fine. Now, I know you're very intelligent. But as an Aquarius, you're more interested in people outside your race. You're more attracted to people who are outside your race. Aquariuses do tend to be like that. Lastly, you're probably going to get very religious in your old age. Yeah.
But I can see that.
Watch this video.
You're
gonna try to make up for some of the stuff you did, and you're the type of person who has a very adaptive personality. That's your greatest strength and your greatest weakness, because you can adapt so easily. But if you're around the wrong people,
oh my goodness,
not good.
That's me.
We'll get to you in a second. What is your birthday, hon?
April 12, 1996.
April 12, 1996. Okay. So you're a 5 life path, just like she's born on the 14th. You are a 5. Let's do the math together. 4, 12, right? Mm-hmm. That's a 7. 1996 adds to the 25. 25 and 7 is 32. Then we reduce together. 2 and 3 are 5. You are a 5 life path. So again, another sex worker who has 5 energy within her. You see how the numbers work here? Remember we're on the boat? And all those girls, Sam and all those other girls, they were all 5s. Yeah. Megnut, isn't she born on the 14th? Isn't she 2/14? She's born on the same. So again, we have another woman who's a sex worker to a point, who's doing it. She's not doing what she's doing, obviously. She is making money off her body, though, right? Yeah. Okay, so some can consider that sex work. She's not a porn star, but she's born on the 14th, and they have those type of qualities too. You get bored very quickly. You have a very, very short attention span. That's one of your biggest issues.
Oh yeah.
You're also very yeah. You're also
She's like Dory.
You're also very manipulative.
Oh no, I don't.
Yes, you are. See. Okay, she is 100% manipulative, and she's good at it. Women, men underestimate her. Tell me, men don't underestimate you.
No, I mean,
they don't.
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I'm not a manipulative person at all. I'm the one that gets manipulated all the
from her.
time.
Uh-huh.
I swear to God, I'm not a manipulator.
Are you good at starting things and you work on finishing them? Yes or no?
Yeah, but that has nothing to do with manipulation.
Well, every other quality I said about you,
that
you said
for sure.
every other quality that I said hit.
I have some,
except for the negative one. See how that works?
No, I swear to God, like I own my shit. I'm not I don't know how to manipulate. I wish I was better at manipulating.
I definitely don't trust you. You don't know how to manipulate. Every woman knows how to manipulate. Keep her real.
I'm very I'm an empath. I don't like doing that at all. I feel people's energy, and I'm an authentic person.
You're an Aries.
Yeah, but
Aries are gold diggers. Yes. Jackpot. Let me tell you something. Aries is the biggest gold digging sign. I'm not saying all Aries are, but I'm saying a percentage. A percentage.
I was a sugar mama.
What's that whore that Logan Paul's with? Okay, no.
The one he's with now.
The one he's with. Dylan Dennis destroyed her. What's her name?
I forgot her name, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, she's a 5. See how she's been around.
I think I'm a weird 5.
Is that why the tweet said I'm a 5?
See how she's attractive.
The tweet called me a 5.
See how she's attractive. See how she's been with a route of guys. So again, 5 energy there, 5 energy there. Now you. What is your birthday?
January 19th, 1996.
January 19th, 1996. You are not a 5. You are a 9 life path. But you're also born in the year of the pig. People who are born in pig years tend to be very loose at times. When it comes down to pigs, they're one of the more signs that appreciate sex more than most. So even though you're not a 5, people who are born in pig years do appreciate sex. They feel it at a much different level than most people. You also think like a man.
I'm very passionate.
Let's not keep all the bullshit aside. You had a very tough childhood. I could look at your birthday and fucking tell that you had issues with your parents. So
I told you that.
If I can say something that makes you feel better, it was supposed to be that way. Like you were supposed to have that tough childhood so you could learn from those experiences. You were supposed to be tested. In some ways, you're
I'm
old
tested
soul,
every day.
but you actually have the same problem as her. You're a 9. You're adaptive. If you're around certain type of people.
Yeah, but that's the reason that I isolated myself.
Oh, that would be a good move.
Smart.
I had to leave. I had to leave OnlyFans.
She's also born on the 19th. 1 in 9 is 10. 1 in 0 is 1. 1 is male energy. Notice that she's been the most argumentative one here. They like to argue. So you have male energy within you. Of course. Oh, I mean, shit. Capricorns are the smartest. So I'll give you that.
Excuse me?
Capricorns are the smartest.
Are the smartest.
100%. No.
Wait.
Capricorns are by far the smartest sign.
Thank you.
The thing is, you're still a woman. So, it is what it is. So, so you get elevated.
You can only
but
laugh
you
at
can,
it
you can always go.
It's she just like.
Okay, what is your birthday?
January 18th, 2001.
January 18th, 2001. You should have been the good girl.
I am a good girl.
You were a good girl.
I still am.
You were a good girl.
I was a very, very good girl.
Do you have a quick temper, but you cool down quickly?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, she's a dragon. If you look at her, she's a little bit bigger. I'm not saying you're fat or anything. If anyone, I'm the biggest one here. But when it comes down to it, you're a little bit more put together. She actually goes to the gym a lot, but you're actually put together naturally. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That's because women who are born in dragon years have a more masculine body. And what I mean by that is you're going to have broader shoulders, you're going to look bigger than most. Basically what black guys like. The bigger ass, the bigger titty, that's a black girl thing. So it is what it is. But when it comes down to it, you're a 4. If you actually want to do things in life, you have to work very hard for them.
Yeah.
Nothing's going to be given to you.
No, never.
Never will be, never is. And one of the things I will tell you is because you're born on the 18th, you have an adaptive personality just like her, just like her. And again, I want people who are listening to this podcast to look at something. We have nothing but 9s and 5s. That tells you everything you need to know about society right now. They all said it themselves, except for maybe her. They said if they had a strong male masculine energy, including yourself, because I'm assuming you started doing this because some boy fucking talked you into it. So it is what it is. You did it because you were in bad situations. You did it because some dude fucking broke your heart. How do you go from being a good girl to having 24 guys in 3 years? How does that work?
It was a really bad point in my life. Like this man, like I was head over heels for. I moved my whole life down country for him. Like we got an apartment together. I wanted to marry him. I was with him for 5 years. He cheated on me with my best friend, and he was very toxic, manipulative, very abusive, mentally, physically. So at a point, I just realized that I don't want to spend my time on other people because I'm a very adaptive person. I'll give them my whole energy and make them my whole world.
Yep.
I just need to just focus on myself right now and do what I can to elevate my life and make myself a better person and get my like confidence back, and which I have. I feel like I'm a lot more healthier, a lot in a better mental place, and I don't regret anything. I mean, I definitely have like some thoughts that I could have gone down different paths. I definitely think I took the easiest way out, but I think
Do you regret it? That's a yes. When you say and you think about it.
Sometimes, yeah, for sure. But I make most out of it, and I'm already in this lifestyle, so I can't really go back.
How much money do you make a month?
I started doing OnlyFans 2 years ago, but I have been jumping agencies. I'm just now with an agency that has been really legit and making money, so I make between 10 to 20K a month right now.
That seems a little bit on the low end compared to these
I
girls.
just started.
Is it because you don't do porn and they do? Do the girls who do porn make more money?
I just started porn, so I literally.
Well, let's go to her. Do the girls who do porn on OnlyFans make more money?
So it's yes and no. There's a lot of girls that are very viral on different social media platforms. Like a lot of the YouTube girls don't even show their nipples and are like in the 0.0 something percent. But like usually if you do more, you do have a greater ability to make more. But it's not long term unless you're like putting out crazy content like every single day something new.
Yeah.
Because
Do you guys do content with other women to make money too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So are all of you bi?
Yeah.
Yeah, I am.
I'm trying.
Do you find females attractive?
Yes, they're hot.
There's a continuum.
Do you find women attractive?
Women are beautiful. Women
Okay, so finally we found something we all agree on. Anyways, do you find it easier to deal with women than men?
No.
Nope.
I just recently had a horrible experience with
All my
a woman.
friends are men.
Me too.
Is that because you have sex with them?
Nope. None of the guy friends that I have close to me we don't even talk about sex.
Okay, do they know you're a porn star?
Yes.
Okay, let me ask you something. What type of man friend zones a woman who's a porn star?
The man who can't get her.
And I'm not saying he's making money off you. That's a whole different issue.
No, like my best friend, he's a guy, and we just knew that our personalities
Is he
wouldn't
gay?
match. I mean, I don't. Maybe he is. There's a lot of closeted gays, but I don't think so.
Okay, so let's assume he's a straight man and he friend zoned you. What type of man say he actually, because most men who are friends, it's all bullshit. They just want to sleep with you. Let's keep it real.
Yeah.
No, let's keep all bullshit aside. Most men who friend zone you want to sleep with you. So you're a porn star and this guy got friend zoned by you. What are you doing to this guy's confidence? Okay, you're basically begging guys for a living, and he still can't get anymore.
I don't do that anymore. I stopped. I don't want to do that. That's not what is part of my life anymore. It's in the past. I'm moving forward. I'm trying to get out of it. I just got my real estate license. I'm about to be selling homes. Like that's my path. So
did you guys have anyone, and this goes to you too, did you guys have anyone who helped you understand how to invest? Because I hear a lot of real estate
My
here.
dad.
Your dad. Okay. So
I am about to do the same thing that she's doing, correct? The real estate
I'm investing into
license.
properties and
But I did have to take a break because I needed to focus on my children.
Okay, well,
And
I
I
mean,
didn't
that-
want.
that's very
and
motherly
a
of
lot
you.
of people judged me on it because of the fact, like you're making so much money, like how you gonna? I'm like, I was making the residual, and I just like said, fuck this. Like I don't want to make my pregnancy a public thing.
okay.
I just talked to my dad 2 weeks ago about.
Everything. He's cool with everything you do.
No, not at all. We don't talk about it, but we do talk about like if I need to know if I was about to buy a new house or sell a house, and I wanted to know. I wanted his advice, so we just don't talk about how I got the money. But he respects what I've done with it. He respects.
would you cut off your kid if they did something that you didn't approve of?
One thing I will say is this: I don't pray to God. I think I'm here to serve God. I don't pray to Him. I serve Him. And one of the things that I'm very happy with is I don't have any daughters. I've seen too many daughters betray their fathers because some other guy started fucking them. One example is Ivanka Trump. That was daddy's little girl for the longest, and as soon as Kushner took her away, she cut off her father.
My dad cut me off.
I'm talking from my point of view as a father.
I had to
Now,
bring that shit back.
I do have sons. I can assure you, my sons will not be going around sleeping around with whores or paying for OnlyFans or anything of the sort. We have a very, very strong family bond. The mother is a housewife. She enjoys being a housewife. And quite frankly, she could have married any millionaire she wanted to. She married me when I was broke. And now that I'm a multi-millionaire, obviously it was the right choice. But I always like the fact that I tell guys, find a woman when you're broke. Grow with her. Bond with her. And if you do that, that just gives you such a up on everyone else in society. It really
I agree.
does.
I honestly, I agree with you.
I do agree with
I agree with you, and I have never looked for
I've
when
been
it comes to
burned by
picking.
too many broke dudes.
Do you believe women have intuition?
Oh
Yeah, 100%.
Right.
absolutely.
Okay, women have
100%.
intuition.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
We know.
I'm
We
so
know.
Do you
we
have
know.
intuition?
Dude, man.
We know. We
Okay.
know when they're a piece of
Do you-
shit. We
okay.
Not
know.
that men don't have intuition too, but I feel like the women's intuition
mother
is
intuition
exceptionally
Yeah.
strong.
Why do women keep picking the wrong guy if their intuition's so good?
Because we don't
Because
give
sometimes
a.
we don't listen.
Because
We don't-
we just don't. We.
Sometimes we don't trust
I
our
picked the wrong
intuition,
guy.
so we gotta train it.
Want to know why I picked the
We're
wrong
getting
guy?
fluoride poisoning and stuff. We're fucking up our pineal glands. Like,
Well, we know that. We all know that.
you
but
wanna
there-
know
but-
why I picked the
But
wrong
there's some
guy?
people who do the same water, eat the same food, and they're still making the right decision. So you can't really blame it
but
on
I
that.
bet if you talk to somebody after they make the wrong decision, they're gonna sit there and be like, "I kind of knew from the beginning." and
I 100%
did it
knew
anyway."
that he
Always,
was a
right?
piece of shit from the beginning, and I
So
made
what was it,
excuses for
lust?
him. I don't.
Sometimes you're not in a good
honestly,
place, you know?
honestly, I'm still in that process of grieving and figuring out what it is that exactly happened. And I talked to her about this the other day, and I talk to you about it all the time. And like,
Are you guys all friends with the exception of her who just?
I am friends with her and
Yeah.
Christina.
And you guys
Known
know
them for years.
You
I just
know
met
them?
her. I just met
Okay.
them.
Okay.
Yeah, we just met.
Yeah. So I'm still in that process of figuring out what the fuck was wrong with my brain during those 5 years. And I'm in the process of like still like it's like a wave, like where like you're fine, you're like, okay, cool, and then all of a sudden one day you're like, oh fuck.
Okay.
You know?
So what
So it's like
what I've heard from all of you is women's intuition is real, and you believe
was going to say
it
something.
plays a big role. But you've also said, and we'll get to you in a second. You also said that you guys just don't listen to yourselves.
It's not because I didn't
You're not
listen
in
to
a way,
myself.
but yeah.
I didn't
Okay.
love
So-
myself.
So if that's true, doesn't it prove that women are way more emotional instead of logical?
I didn't.
mean,
100%.
I
I believe that.
Based on
I
hormones?
believe that.
Yeah,
I believe
I mean,
that.
Women are
I believe
emotional.
that.
Women are definitely
We run on
emotional,
we
and
run on
they're
different hormones than you guys.
Yeah,
It's
we-
Yeah,
different hormones,
100%.
different cycles.
How-
Men and women
However-
are different. They're chemical, biological.
Yeah,
there are
we're-
big
we're
differences.
supposed to be
You guys
different.
are like
We're
a
not-
different
we're not gonna
species.
disagree
The way
with
your
that.
brain
Okay.
thinks, the
Now-
way you guys operate different from women. for
I can tell you why. One of the reasons why I picked that piece of shit.
Tell
Because
us.
I didn't give a fuck about myself.
You didn't love yourself.
No, at all.
If you don't love yourself, how can other people love you?
Correct.
Exactly.
I did not give a fuck about myself because now I look back
Why?
at why
Were you
I
on
allowed
drugs?
it. No, I wasn't. Actually, I met him at the gym. I was in the best shape of my life. Like I was killing it.
Was it because you were really attracted to him?
No, not even.
Then I don't understand what's going
I
on.
just
You
I
just skip
don't
blindsided
like.
And you just make excuses for people.
I don't
Give them
fucking
chance
know
after
at this
chance after
point.
chance.
Oh,
I
okay.
think it's because she's empathy too. So she
W-
maybe she
w-
doesn't-
women
know
have
what it
rules.
was?
Women have rules
Yeah,
except for
I
certain
thought
guys.
it was gonna change.
And then when certain guys, those rules don't count
I
anymore.
guess
Is that
I
true?
like the project.
part.
I
Yeah.
like the project.
Yeah.
I like
I
the
like the
project, and I
example.
saw something.
Potential.
I
Yeah.
tried to hide the red flags with whatever potential was there, but that's not the fucking person that he is, because now after 5 years, he can't hide it anymore. So I see who he is. So
Ooh,
there's
you're
no
resentful
point.
as hell.
So there's no
I
point.
see in your eyes. You want to stab
I
this
hate
dude.
him. I hate him. And
see
I
it.
have never. And
That
the worst
Capricorn
part,
anger.
And the worst part that it makes me feel like shit because I have never hated someone. I've never felt this feeling before.
Is it maybe jealousy too?
No, it's not jealousy. I genuinely think that people like that should not exist.
It's like psychotic.
Stone him.
Huh?
Stone him.
I think I think people like that should not roam this earth,
Okay.
and that's why this earth is a fucking piece of shit.
Okay, so you're a scorned woman. Understand?
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just
scored by
saying.
different-
And I'm not talking about just men, because there's women that are like that too.
Yeah.
So-
I've been fucked over by so many women.
Yeah.
I'll keep my-
Yeah,
Who have you
women-
been fucked
that-
over?
that type of
Let's go-
person
hold on.
shouldn't
Let me go
roam this
around.
earth.
Who have you been fucked over more by? Men or women?
Women.
Women like to tear each other down when
I
they,
went to- I went
when
to
they
sex
need to
work
build
with
each
a
other
woman.
up.
Women.
Women. 100%.
We have a panel of 5 women here. We're telling you women are less trustworthy,
Yes.
less loyal than men.
Yes.
I don't want to hear this discussion anymore.
100%.
Yes.
So
Yes.
Men are
Okay.
so loyal
Yes.
to each other. They have their groups of friends. They stay true to each other
Bitches
for a
are
long
just
time. Like
disgusting.
Women will go there.
Sneaky,
However,
they
though,
watch
like we're all
you.
in the same industry.
Women
Maybe
will
it's
go
also
there.
an industry that we're in.
No. You want me to tell you something? No, it's
First time I
not.
see her jump on you.
No.
The women I
No.
The women I surround myself with now are
They got their fingers out on that one.
person that I think of was in this industry. And
Because
like
let me tell you, there's let me put
I'm not
out
saying all,
the
but I'm just saying-
example of the nurse.
I got
Should
fucked
we
over.
talk about the nurse?
Talk about the nurse.
I got fucked over by my best friend who's a lawyer, not a sex
Bro,
worker.
why is it always
anything.
the
And
best
She's
friend?
still a piece of shit.
I got
She's
Wait,
a piece
you,
of shit.
you got fucked over by your best friend. You got
Yeah.
fucked over
Wait,
by a guy.
the one that I know?
Maybe you need to work on your intuition a little bit.
No, that's why I've been in therapy, and now I've literally recovered. I literally took out all the negative people out of my life, and I'm
Can I also
finally
say
in a place
something?
where I'm
Can I
not
also say
depressed.
something?
I'm like I feel healed. My
process.
therapist even said I fucking graduated therapy.
It's a
Like
process.
You have to isolate yourself and like
Yeah.
cut off that's negative too, because like
Yeah.
you said, adaptive personality.
and she was
Yeah.
the last one. My best friend was the last
I'm-
one that
I'm
was
dead on
fucking
that
up my
stuff.
life.
I'm the
No,
best
I
in the
agree
world
with
with
you
that.
because
I've
know
gotten
that I'm
so
like
good.
that. I have to remove myself from situations.
I
don't
in
even-
order to concentrate
I
or focus.
literally have 3,000 students. I have the biggest occult school in the world, plug GG33 Academy. And I basically, if you want readings from me or my students, go to gg33classes.com. Anything you guys want to plug, go ahead. Go
I
start
love
with-
OnlyFans.
There you go.
Justine Jacobs with a K.
It's Patty K on OnlyFans. Support it until it lasts. It's only gonna be like a couple more
But didn't
months.
you just say you quit?
I mean, I'm not filming anymore. I still have.
Oh,
an
so you're
Only-
like one of those born again virgins. You're not sure what you're doing.
No, I'm trying to like make money in real estate and get the fuck out of OnlyFans. Like
Just
that
say
is the
she was
goal.
manipulative.
Okay.
Listen, something's gonna pay the
Touche.
bills.
Okay, let's go to you.
I'm
Scarcity.
the Chantal Gracias on Instagram, and on OnlyFans, I'm the Chantal.
How many do you have on Instagram? How many followers?
I had a million page, but I lost it, so I only currently have like
How'd you lose
30,000.
Scorned
I
anyone.
lost everything.
Bitches,
I
women.
lost,
Women.
I lost my OnlyFans. I lost my dignity. I lost my fucking. I lost money. I lost everything.
You can literally pay people to get that back.
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
You.
But we'll see about that.
Instagram and OnlyFans Diamond.Franco.
And how many do you have on IG?
35,000.
35. You're still a lightweight.
Yeah, I just started. Like I just.
I'm over here
I'm
flexing.
restarting.
I got 260. I'm like Bradley Martin.
263.
Instagram, Justine.
Wow, look at you.
I did my homework.
Did your homework. Okay,
Seven.
and now to the
We
33
didn't get
lady.
registered.
How did people
I
get a
know.
hold of you? And when I say this, I mean this. She literally knows everybody.
I mean, I'm also older. I'm also 33 as well.
And you met me when you were 33 years old. Oh, look how
You
look
so
how that
good.
works.
Thank you.
You're 33?
You didn't know this?
No.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
Oh, see, this is the exact reaction I'm talking about. See, sometimes when women have daughters, they get jealous of their daughters because their daughters look better than they do. This is
Oh,
a
my
fact.
daughters are
This
gorgeous.
is a fact.
Yeah, that's
this is a
known.
fact, ladies.
That's known.
You will never, ever hear a man complain that his son did better than he did. The only person in this world who's gonna want you to do better than he did is your son. I want my sons to do better than I do. All of you, I'm not sure if you want your daughters to do better than you.
I think
you sure
my
as hell don't want them to
daughters-
look better than you. I'll tell you that
No,
much.
no, my daughters are gorgeous.
Good job.
They,
Good
I
job.
don't even know
Make that
how.
money.
They're
Get
fucking
your life
gorgeous.
together.
Okay, now
But you can find me.
Wait,
let her plug.
You can find me at Christine
Questionable.
Santa with a K, and that's on TikTok, Instagram, OF, everything.
Okay, so before we close this out, I want to know what type of guys you want, and what would it take to get you guys off OnlyFans, or maybe it's a woman.
Lord.
So we're gonna
Man,
start with
start.
you again. What if a guy is what? What do you need him to be? 6'2",
No,
make $500,000 a year,
I don't care
be a
about that.
bodybuilder. What do you need?
I want them to be physically fit
Okay.
and healthy, but
Okay.
I also want them to have a business-oriented mind and be able to.
How much does he have to make?
I don't care about that. I care about.
Oh, yes,
the-
you do.
the
You just said
ability-
you want someone to be a business owner in mind. So if he's only making $20K a year, you do care.
Well, I want them to be
100%.
able to stand on their own 2 feet
Uh-huh.
and not be supported by me, like another one.
Do you want him to take care of you?
I want him to be able to, and I want to make the decision for myself.
Okay. So you're extremely independent. You're going to do your own thing. Aquariuses are the rebels. You want someone to be your lover and the best friend at the same time. Good fucking luck. You know, it is what it is, but tell me what the cutoff is for money. How much money does a man have to make to be with you?
Are we talking equity? Are we talking how much they own? I
Just
don't
how
know.
much a year do you have to
Fucking
make?
Maybe $100,000 at least, 100, 200.
Oh, 100 grand in Miami, you're broke.
I don't fucking
100K,
see it. I
100K
live
in West
Texas,
Virginia,
bro.
you're balling.
I don't fucking know. I don't.
Yeah.
You know, like
That's true.
Like and
Miami's ridiculous.
it depends on where I live. Like I live in Texas.
Do you need him to be rich?
No. I
Do you
don't
need him to be
rich.
at least middle class?
Yeah.
So he has to be at least middle
Yeah.
class.
I need
Middle
tea.
class doesn't really
Okay.
even exist
I-
anymore,
Yeah.
though.
I need
You're smarter than you look.
I need
You're
good dentistry,
100% correct.
You know? Yeah.
Okay, now let's go to you. How much money does a man have to make? What does he have to look like? How tall does he have to be? Does he have to have status? What do you need for a man to say, yo, you're done with this OnlyFans crap?
I want to maintain my lifestyle that I had growing up. Now my lifestyle through OnlyFans. If you can provide me that same lifestyle, like that's great.
So how much were you making? About 30, 40K?
Yeah. Something
So
like
you would
that.
need a man, just doing the math, to make at least $500,000 a year?
Yeah.
Okay, and if a man was making $500,000 a year and he said, yo, you're done.
Yes, 100%.
You're
You don't even have to
100%
finish.
done.
I want out. I'm
Could
so
you
done.
be loyal?
Yes,
After you've been with so many men, the statistics of you being loyal are low as hell.
No, I
Yes, that is
honestly,
true.
I want just to be. I always wanted to be like loyal and always wanted that type of relationship. It's just the circumstance I was in. It just manipulated me, and that's not who I am. Like it really isn't. Like I'm prepared to get married. I'm prepared to have kids. Like I want to be with that person. I want to build an empire with my person. I want to have a relationship like my parents have. They work together. They're ballers together. Like
Okay.
I want to be there
Okay.
supporting my man.
When I hear you speak, you sound like a good person.
Mm-hmm.
You sound like a good person. You sound like
Just
you
a
were
very
raised.
good person.
She is.
You sound like you were raised with very good values.
Yeah.
It sounds like a man completely brainwashed you.
Yep.
And he basically had you doing whatever the fuck he wanted.
He mentally abused her.
And when it came down to it, he was probably really good at sex, wasn't he?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So again, the reason I bring this up
Yep.
is because
Disgusting.
some men control women through
Disgusting.
sex.
Disgusting.
Now, a lot of women control men through sex. That's why you have Kegel exercises, ladies. But when it comes down to it, there are some women who do it the other way too. So be careful with that, ladies. There's a prime example of
Yeah.
a victim. She's a straight up victim because she had a guy who was basically piping her down, right? And because she's a 5 life path, that is one of the most important things to her, having an extremely healthy sexual relationship. If a guy's not piping you down right, you're out.
Fine,
So
non-monogamy works for me.
again, it works for me because my wife's a 5 and she's a virgin. So I actually worked that out just right.
Clever.
And I actually made sure that
She was a
wasn't.
5.
Yeah, not
Birthday?
only I made sure she was a 5. I made sure she was a rooster, and roosters are the most loyal sign. So that's why I always tell men, you cannot be the best version of yourself if you're worried that when you go on a road trip or you're doing business somewhere, your woman's gonna suck someone else off. You can't fucking be like that. If you're worried about that, then you're never gonna reach your top level. The top men I've always seen have women with low body count, so that obviously excludes some of you. But when it comes down to it, they also had women who actually knew how to help them, not by telling them what to do, by basically being there and showing them love and things of that nature.
Well, that's how men work. That's how men work their best.
Okay, so let's go to you. How much money does a man have to make to be like, yo, you're done with this OnlyFans shit?
Well, right now I'm just restarting again, so I am a work in progress myself.
Give me a number, girl.
I think at least 50K, and then I want
50K.
Oh,
They're living in a shack in Miami at 50K. You might not get
like
Burger King,
80,
girl.
250.
You're gonna be like Tristan Tate.
850. Change your answer.
You're gonna be like Tristan Tate eating out of garbage out of KFC.
Okay, I'm sorry. I want him to make $500,000
I know, right? It's a tough
Fuck,
question.
but I was going to say my point, and I just got okay. Let's add a 0 to that number, I guess. Add a 0. But I don't know. I just want somebody to build something with.
Okay.
I don't really want to sit here. I've never dated a man. Maybe I'm stupid for it. Because I should have had a fucking million.
Saying that.
You're not missing
I should have had a fucking $1 million baby, but like I've never dated a man based on their fucking money, man.
Same.
I never,
much
even the
easier.
guy that I was with for 5 years, that fucking ruined my life.
Oh, that scores. You got, man, it is not water under the bridge.
Fuck you if you're
You want to say
seeing
his name?
this.
You want to say his name?
Fuck you, Andres. Piece of shit.
And what's his birthday?
He's a fucking Leo. His
Ooh,
birthday
I hate
is.
Leos.
Hold on, guys. Fuck you. His birthday is August 6th of 86.
So
me.
he's psychologically manipulated.
He
you.
is a piece of shit.
Yeah, he's very selfish.
He's disgusting.
He-
He's not even a human being. That thing is not a human being.
He's very selfish, and here's the thing. If you tell him he's selfish, he probably doesn't think it's a bad thing.
No, he turns it around and he's like, it's your fault.
Of course.
Anyways.
Okay, I understand why you play, dude.
Fucking piece of shit.
Hey, Leos are good players, though.
They
man.
are.
But he was
Fucking
really
piece
smart,
of
too.
shit.
He was
Yeah.
really smart, too. That's how he got over it.
He lied to me for 5 years, yes.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Motherfuckers.
Okay, let's go to you.
Motherfuckers.
What type of money does a man have to have
For real, give
to
me this.
basically tell you, yo, you're done with OnlyFans, you're going to be a housewife, you're raising my fucking kids?
I would say like 400 to 500,000.
400 to 500,000.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you guys, any of you guys date a bum?
No.
Absolutely.
I've
not.
been there, done that.
Or a drug
I've done
addict.
that.
Or a
dated
drug dealer.
I dated a
I've
Or a
been
rapper.
I've been
Okay.
there, done that. They're
So,
not worth the time or
let me-
energy.
let
They
me
just
ask
drag you
you,
into
what
their
is the
hole.
what is the most important thing for you guys? For a man to be very loyal? Oh, we'll get to that. Very loyal? Is it for a man to be very intelligent, very good looking, or is it this? Is it money? Is that the most important thing? So we're gonna go around because I want to know who's the sexiest of them all. I gotta think it's Benjamin Franklin, this Capricorn sexy motherfucker. So let's go down with who.
First
Is
of all-
this what you're after in life?
No.
Because you have it.
Yes.
If you didn't have it, you'd be after this number one.
No, I was with a man. For 7 years, I did not cheat on.
Uh-huh.
As a matter of fact, was loyal, and I built the empire, and I just wanted him to come with me, and he didn't. So
Okay.
we wanted
Okay.
different things. I want a life. I want
Okay.
something bigger, but I don't need it. I
Okay,
like
but
I
if
can
you didn't
live
have it,
without
I think your answer would be much different. Now, girl, don't
I've had no money.
don't lie to me. Look at Benji right here.
He's sexy
Tell me,
as fuck.
is this the most important thing in a relationship besides a good fuck?
I think it makes a relationship a lot easier and a lot more entertaining.
I want to be financially secure, feel protected and safe, and I don't want to have to stress about money, to be honest. I mean, it's not the most important thing. I would say loyalty and money is like very high up there. Maybe loyalty a little bit more because I've been cheated on so many times.
Would you care if you were a broke man was loyal to you?
I mean,
No.
I've never had that. I had broke guys that weren't loyal to me
Yeah.
and used me. Like the
Yeah.
guy I married lived
Double
in a shack
whammy.
with a fucking broken ass car. Like
Double whammy.
I took him out of the hood pretty much.
Was he piping you down right?
Yeah,
Okay,
he was.
so you put up with him because he was piping you down right. But if he,
I mean-
this is the second most important thing to
No,
you because
he-
you're a 5. Keep it real.
I mean, he made me
She
feel.
got it herself.
I did it myself, honestly. I mean, he
He's-
provided.
Didn't he put the idea in your head?
Yeah, but
Okay,
like
so you didn't do it by yourself.
But I did the work to grow my Instagram. I have 1.6 million followers. Like I did all of that. He didn't. He only provided me the characters. in
Did
the
you buy an
videos.
account? Did you make that all
No,
yourself?
I made it from literally. I started from 0, and I still have the
How,
same
how
account.
long did that take you to make?
I started in 2016, and then I hit 1 million. I think by like.
Is that how you
2020.
make most of your money? People referring from IG?
What do you mean referring?
Like you get the OnlyFans
The
link on
marketing.
IG or something like that?
No, I don't. I make my money through OnlyFans. Like that's.
But the IG sends them to OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Okay, so IG is your biggest marketer.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, let's go to you. And I don't want no bullshit out of you because you're a Capricorn. I know you're thirsty for that money. So how important is this to you? Keep it real.
Very.
I respect honesty. Good shit.
But I want somebody. Can I add to that though?
Yes.
Because I did experience men that I wanted to grow with, as I've said. I just want somebody with the same fucking ambition and motivation as I do. Because if you don't have that, I can't see myself with you. It's not even the fact that like the fucking $500,000 a year. No, bro. It's like the fact that, bro, get up every day and fucking do something. Build something. Make something of your fucking
Woo,
self, bro.
you sound like a Capricorn.
It's the
You
truth,
sound like my mother when I was like fucking 20 years old. Go get a job, you lazy motherfucker.
No, like, come on now.
Damn, you give me
Have
flashbacks.
goals, like, have goals, like, maybe think bigger. Read fucking books, bro.
And
God
if,
damn.
and if you understand astrology, you understand why she's a Capricorn. By her response right there. She was talking about money. She was talking about fucking, dude, go out there and do something. Now let's go to you.
I think money is very important.
Look at him. Look at him.
He's so
And that's
beautiful.
Benji.
Yeah.
That's the sexiest man alive.
He is
correct?
very sexy.
Is he the sexiest man alive?
Can I smell
Is
it?
he? Is he? Tell me he's not the sexiest man alive.
I want to smell it.
Hey, listen.
I
This
did
is the only man
Can I smell it?
I
I
can
just wanna
fucking look
smell
at
it.
and be like, that's a sexy motherfucker. But keep it real. How important is this to you?
Very important.
Okay, you would never be with a broke man.
I've done broke men. I've done struggle.
No.
I've done survival mode, and I'm kind of tired of being in that survival mode. And I just kind of want to live an easy, stable financial life. And
Security.
if I want that, and if a man can provide that, then I will literally get rid of all my OnlyFans. And
Oh, everything.
You know?
Everything,
Like,
you
it's
name
gone.
it.
Except her.
You name it. I'll be right here.
He'll be on
Yes,
OnlyFans with her, though, I think.
the
right?
security. What security means to me is not a man, because I've had a man and I've had a. He did make good money.
You just.
But you
showed
do
everyone
need a
here-
man.
You just showed everyone here why Aquariuses are usually single,
I
especially
was
the
with a man
women.
for 7
Like-
years.
Yeah,
and I just
how about
got out
now?
of a relationship
And they-
in May. Okay, So,
Aquariuses
bro, I
have
wanna
the
be, I need to be single for a
Aquariuses
while.
have the worst luck. And let me tell you something about her specific day. She's born on Valentine's Day. In 2007, when I was a local celebrity in Cleveland, Ohio, the news called me up. They're like, Gary, you want to come in and tell everyone why 7/7/2007 is the best day to get married? And I said, yeah, I'd love to come in, but it's actually the worst day to get married. The elite specifically picked the day based off numerology and astrology that would fuck people up. And that's why people born on February 14th has such difficult times in relationships. They're always trying to set people up for a loss. Always remember that. No, people at the top. They're Rockefellers. They're Rothschilds.
Yeah.
They're always trying to set people up for a loss. I'm not talking about
So-
you as a person. I'm talking that date is the worst date to get engaged on.
Yeah.
And by the way, if a woman's born May 25th, they're crazy as fuck. Stay the fuck away from these people. If there's a date that's possessed, it's May 25th. Ladies, last thing I want to talk to you about is, I would say 90 to 100% of your audience is probably men. Is that a safe assessment?
Correct.
Yeah, it's like 86%. Yeah.
What kind of women are women signing up to see you too, girl?
Oh, you're talking about on there. I thought you meant on like Instagram. And
No.
It's probably like 99%.
Okay. See, I have a numerology and astrology group, and let's face it, before I came along, numerology and astrology was a feminine woman thing. I came along and basically made it mainstream. 85% of my subscribers are actually men. I actually got men into
That's
numerology and
fucking
astrology.
amazing. Amazing.
Exactly. I got
Amazing.
men into this stuff.
Because you're spreading the knowledge.
100%, because I'm a Capricorn, I know how to do this shit. Okay? So when it comes down to it, I am doing what I'm supposed to do in life, but I'm doing it with men. We're actually in competition.
What's your
You're
birthday?
January 7th.
Okay.
So you're actually trying to get the males to pay for sex. I'm trying to get them to pay for knowledge. But there's something we can get them to do together. I'm all about business. Next
like
month,
where this is going.
Next month, gambling becomes legal in the state of Ohio, in the state of Florida.
Ooh.
When gambling starts becoming legal, I'm gonna start doing gambling streams. I'm gonna have some of the richest men in the world come by, gamble 10, 20, 100K. And what we're gonna do is your audience is also interested because I'm actually a numerologist and astrologer, so I'm a winning gambler. So you guys are going to advertise my picks on your service, and you guys are going to be affiliates. I'm going to help you guys make money without actually opening your legs or showing your titties and shit like that. So, see, I actually offer solutions in life. I don't just call them fucking dirty whores and shit like that. I actually give them solutions.
He offers solutions after he called us whores.
I'll accept
which
this
is
offer.
fine.
I'll accept. I accept.
Oh, now I understand. You are a Capricorn.
There you go. There you go. It's all the first,
You
girl.
just say it how it is.
Hey, I call a spade a spade.
Literally,
Should
like
say it how it is, though.
Anyways,
no, but Capricorns are the worst.
I know.
Question.
But I love Capricorns because
Damn,
they're
bitch,
so
why you gotta
driven.
say
They're
that?
honest.
I'm just
they're
saying we're
loyal.
bitches. We're fucking assholes.
But we go
I'm
for
a
what
fucking
we want.
warlock.
We
Wait,
go for
I got
what
a
we want.
question. Can you tell me when I'm gonna find my husband with numerology?
I can tell you who you're compatible with.
Yes.
Okay.
Me too.
Okay. So
Oh, I have another question after
because you're born in the year of the rat, you're compatible with dragons.
Okay.
You're compatible with people who are born in monkey years, and you're also compatible with people who are oxes. That is considered your soulmate sign. I'll give you examples how this works in everyday life. Israel was founded in 1948, the year of the rat. Who protects Israel?
We do.
America. America founded 1776, year of the monkey. Compatible signs. So those are the people who get
Crazy.
along with you, and also dragon. Next year is a dragon year. I'm gonna say, get out of porn, and that's gonna be the type of shit that can actually help you because that's one of your beneficial years in life.
Yeah.
You could turn your whole life around next year.
I wanted to ask you about my next year because honestly, I've had like the worst years of my life for the last 3 years. So I wanted to know about my next year.
What year again?
Because I feel like it's coming.
No, what year again?
I'm 96.
96. You're born in the year of the pig. You have to watch out in 2025, the year of the snake. That's going to be tough for you.
The 2025,
your
but
end of
next year.
Not next year, but the year after.
No, that's
But
me.
what's
when
next
you-
year?
Next year, I'll
year.
tell you
That's
right
me.
now. Next year is the year you get more independent and you start doing what you need to do in life. Right now, you're actually cutting people off.
I'm very
basically-
alone now.
You're getting rid of people. You're basically going with the flow. Where next year
Yeah.
you get a little bit more backbone.
Okay.
Now,
That makes a lot of sense.
2025, watch out. You.
January 18th, 2001.
2001. Okay. So honestly, you're most likely gonna blow up next year.
Woo!
You're a dragon, and people who are born in dragon years tend to do good in dragon years. Example: Andrew Tate. I'm sure you guys know who that fucking faggot is.
Yeah.
So when it comes down to it, he got famous in a tiger year, and he is born 1986, a tiger year. So people usually do very well in their energy. I did say Andrew Tate would get arrested December 2022, and it did happen.
What year is this year?
This is 2023, the year of the cat. This is
How
all.
does that
This is the
correlate
year.
with the dragon?
It's not your friend or your enemy. I consider this the year of the degenerates.
When am I? Oh, yeah.
I think OnlyFans has grew 300% this year.
I've met a couple of them.
Yeah, so it is going through the roof. And in closing, I'd like to say a few things. A lot of people consider OnlyFans capitalism. I can see where people take that approach in life. The problem with that type of thinking is that's capitalism without morality. When you have capitalism without morality, sooner or later, the whole goddamn structure falls apart. You have 86% of women who have babies, yet 40% of men do not have babies. What is the result of that? When you have so many men who do not have babies, that means the lower class does not have access to women. And that means the so-called pimps, the so-called players, they're impregnating a whole bunch of women. So what that basically comes down to is if a man is impregnating 2, 3, 4 different women, he can't be in their lives. What that basically means is the kid grows up with no father, and they usually end up being beta males. We have to understand as a society, you need those bottom 40% of men to have basically wives too, because that's how you have a middle class. these guys who are basically paying you guys for OnlyFans subscriptions. And by the way, if I was a woman, I don't know what the fuck I'd be doing right now. I don't know if I'd be taking these simps money. I can say as a man, it's disgusting to me. I see you guys basically.
But you have morals and you have values.
I see as a man, you guys are basically taking advantage of beta males who were basically created by single mothers and feminism. So
It's a catch-22.
it's a catch-22.
Teardrop.
I will say I will say this. This is not a way society can function too much longer.
No, it's not sustainable.
This is not sustainable.
It is
And let me tell you what the end result's going to be. When the Russians invaded Germany during World War II, they had a saying. It was called 8 до 80. That was the saying. Translation, 8 to 80. And what that basically meant is if a girl was as young as 8 years old or as old as 80, they're getting raped. Because when you have weak men in society, it's always the women that suffer the most. And history has shown this over and over. So while you're taking money from these betas, your daughters might be victims of war because there's no real fucking men to save them anymore.
And that's why I'm not having kids. Society's just
Honestly, I do.
Bring them into
Oh, that
society
made
like
me.
this. I already know
That just made like.
Sorry.
No, I'm sorry.
Nothing
Not
against you.
you.
I have
Nothing
nieces
against
and
you.
nephews. I take care of.
Nothing against you. I support any
No. I was
families.
saying. I don't even know what you were saying. I was saying. No, I
help
don't feel
create
that way.
non-beta males.
I'm saying that like that just like gave me like
You
weird cold feeling inside.
women
Really?
can
Yeah.
turn boys into men?
No, but I think I can help. I can help my brother.
That was gross.
Be
I
better
didn't
men.
like how that made me
I'm
feel.
good. I'm good.
Fuck.
Man alone.
You know, I help my brothers be better men. You know, for other women.
I think it's about balance, getting
Right.
both feminine and masculine energy. It's necessary.
Would you date a beta male? Keep it real.
No, probably
Okay.
not.
You would only date an alpha, correct?
I mean, everybody's got preference.
But an
probably
And what's
would
yours?
be
An
attracted
alpha.
to somebody
I
that's
like alpha males. They always
it's
end
alpha
up being
or-
a beta
Yeah.
male.
I don't know. Yeah, probably alpha.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you put up with a man cheating on you and he tells you you can't cheat on him?
No.
I think in
My-
this society,
my
we have to
ex-
settle.
My ex-boyfriend was married, and he considered himself.
Look at that, scored at her. I get it.
He considered himself polygamous, and he told me since the beginning and whatnot. But he tricked me into something completely different.
Yeah.
And I learned to accept that, and I learned to like try to understand him or fix him, whatever the fuck us women do when we're fucking stupid.
Guys, this was an interesting podcast. I was outnumbered here. It is 5 broads and 1 guy. And I was doing.
I like a broad.
We all make improvement. And I want to say we'll try to do this again. Fellas, well, I guess I can't say fellas. Ladies, women, and whores. This has been fun.
Broads. Goodbye, ho.